Rightio, g'day everyone. Welcome to week 2 of Battle of Midway Season 3. Tonight we have an AP Pool B match between Bears Brawlers and First Ballarat Training Cadre. And with me tonight we have Just Call Me Ash.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you are set for another round of Friday night action with Battle for Midway. How are you, Mr. J?
Oh yeah, going alright, eh? I'm pretty keen, stoked for shoutcasting tonight. And we're trying a few different things tonight. So just so you know, when we get into the matches, we will have 2 dash cams. That's going to be fun to try out. We're going to, try to bring you some pretty good coverage from inside the cockpit view. That is feedback we have. And throughout the broadcast, if you want to give us feedback on whether they block up too much of the screen or thoughts on that, let us know, and we'll try to iterate on that as time goes on. So,
if you think it's good, tell us it's good. If you think it's a bit sort of shitty, tell us it's a bit shitty. We'll try some new things tonight and see what happens.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, these guys it looks like they're nearly readying up, which we need Yena to ready up at some point.
We do. Thanks for reminding me of that. Yep.
Just give me 1 second. I'm just checking on what's going on here. Stream has started. I'm just letting you all know.
That should all be working. So it's just a bit of a pre-stream, just rolling through a bunch of the results. Because remember, this is 3 time zones. We have multiple pools in each time zone, so there's actually a lot of teams involved in this, which is awesome. It's great to have this much involvement in Macro Online compared community in 6v6, and so we'll get into that pretty soon. Before we get started, let's go over the rules a bit. It is 6v6. The first drop is 300 tons, and seaboard mechs only, so only mechs that you'll see are mechs that can be bought for real, for in-game currency. There's no real-world currency to enter this league. So another thing is maximum 4 of any chassis across 5 drops. So 5 drops will be played tonight, and you'll only see a chassis a maximum of 4 times. There should be a lot more interesting stuff being brought. And we are ready.
Very interesting stuff last week, which was good actually. A lot of change up, lot of different mech choices and all that sort of stuff, which is good.
What we want.
Let's get underway.
Rightio.
So just having a look at the tonnage here. Bears are bringing around 300, and 1 BTC are dropping 5 tons light, so 295 tons. Let's have a bit of a look and see what makes those what makes the differences and what we're going to see tonight. What do you think we're going to see on mining, mate?
I reckon 300 tons for a 6v6. That's pretty light. There's 50 tons average, so a lot of mediums and a lot of mechs that can get up close and blow things up in the face. That's kind of what I'm looking at.
Yeah, a lot of speed, a lot of movement, and I reckon a few jump jets too. If you don't bring some jump jets, you might have a bad time tonight.
That's a good point. Jump jets are very handy on this map because you can use a lot of the terrain to get good map control. Just so we know, it is a 3-point cap where Gamma, Theta, and Sigma are the 3 caps in play tonight.
Alrighty, dropships are coming in. What do we have for 256? We have, oh wow, Nikia, Urban Mech, Griffin 2N, Locust, Shadowhawk 2H, a Stormcrow, so no jump jets, and another Irby. So the Irby Derby is on from 256 tonight. What do we got on 1BDC?
Well, 1BTC are bringing a linebacker, a Shadowhawk 2K, Stormcrow, Assassin, Viper Cicada, and that is quite a light fast deck with the the linebacker being the main puncher in that.
We've got our second dash cam just trying to blow himself up here. I think there's been a poor selection of mech on our spectators' behalf, but it's on. It's already going on here up at Theta. Early cap for 1BTC, but 256 of Stormcrow's coming in. And what do we have on this Stormcrow? We have... I can't click on that damn thing.
Well, Stormcrow is running Streak Boat. It is running 2 Streak 6 and 6 ER smalls. 2 Streak 6, 2 Streak 4s and 6 ERs. That's quite a close range streak-based build. So just so you know, with the dash cams, the left dash cam is Bears Brawler's view. The right dash cam is 1BTC view. So we'll have both views of each team in first person. I'm so excited for that.
Pretty much sitting under their little side of the scoreboard, so it's definitely going to be interesting. Now we've got 1BTC who look like they're doing a little bit of a cap game.
Oh, big strike going in over the bear cave there.
With the Vipers, well, the Viper around the back here, and it looks like Mr. Will in the Shadowhawk here is I reckon he's just he's just waiting there. He's waiting to see if the other guys come to Gamma to hunt the Viper. And with his 3 SRMs and three small pulse for IS, interesting, he could cause some problems there.
So if we look at this, the one BTC are going a cap game. They control the outer caps. They have 3 mechs homes to the north east for Sigma and 3 to the southwest for Gamma. So they're split completely in half, with Bearcave in between controlling the Theta high ground. Now look, the 2 Urbies going after Cicada. When's the last time you saw 2 Urbies chase a Cicada?
Well, they're not really chasing the Cicada because
they're Urbies.
Pretty small look of it. The Cicada is definitely giving them a bit of a workout here. But
now, what's going on here? Cuddlebot and Wilton then in the Viper and the
they're running away.
In the Shadowhawk, they got the long range here. They're going to range control this and do some area denial over each of the 2 outer caps, kind of babying the points from range.
Oh, look, Street Crow. Street Crow's on Ranger Dave, and Ranger Dave is in a little bit of trouble here. Bears are chasing, and hang on, look at those. The other Bears mechs have left now. They've left Theta. Mr. Bear and Mitz over here. They're heading towards the, the Gamma cap point. So, Will's seen them, I believe.
So the Bears Brawl is going to the southern side, going straight for Gamma now, and ignoring Theta. Now Theta's now been taken control by Mercurin in the Assassin, so that's going to be a 2 cap advantage again in the favour of 1 BTC. 1 BTC playing a very strong cap game here.
Got a bit of cat and mouse going on here. They've sort of baited Bears over to the back corner of the map, and they've gone, well, we'll go around and take control. But the Night Gear up top here is doing some reasonable trades. 3 UAC 5, 1 UAC 10 build. Oh, good strike there on 1 BTC guys in the centre, losing about 15% across the board. Boxham still doing some good work. Bit of pop-tarting. Oh, I didn't quite land too many shots on Free Rider there. Oh, but look here, hang on, we've got the Irby. Irby Derby's about to start again. And they know he's there because there's 2 UAVs up. They know when he's coming. 1 BTC are scattering. Look, they're scattering like a bunch of scared chickens, mate. They're coming, and the chickens are running. Have a look, they're running.
Oh, mate, that is a push. Now, and look at Boxton's mech there. That is a heavy DACA build with 3 Ultra 5s and Ultra 10, led by Irbies as well, Griffins and Shadowhawk. That's a lot of hit points and tanking, quirks on those mechs.
Now, what have we got over here on this? This Cicada has just 4 ER medium lasers, and he's already lost an arm, and he's got an open leg. So Ranger Dave, if he gets back into this fight later on, he's not going to be hard to pick off.
Well, that's definitely something to look at. So we have a look at the injury of some of these mechs here. We have LBX 23 mediums on Thermal Lefty on his Stormcrow, and he's actually kind of hurt CT and getting focused now by the Irbies and Griffins. Shadowhawk coming up over the back.
He's in some strife here. If this Griffin has a good shot on his back, he's done.
Free Rider in the linebacker though, on top of Theta, he has halved his 3S from 6 remaining, but he's better to take out Boxen potentially. Boxen is crit. The Boxen Free Rider fight is absolutely going to go probably in.
Drop Bears with the crits, with the MG crits.
Yep, Drop Bear's going to help him out with that. But now I'm going to jump over here. Spirit Walker just goes down over Gamma. There's a huge fight on Gamma now, which has been won by 1 BTC. It's a kill each way in the split fight.
Yeah, what happened there is Spirit Walker got a little bit out of position then, and he paid for that dearly. What's pretty much happened is Therma dead lefty or whatever here has sort of led Bears guys into a little bit of a ambush, to be honest.
Yeah, well that's, but the thing is he goes down for 1 BTC. There's only 4 left on 1 BTC side, and one is a hurt Cicada, 57%.
Yep, so we've got Mitch chasing the assassin, he's not going to catch him. Mr. Bear's coming in here, Drop Bear's coming in here with another Irby. We've got the Shadowhawk coming in, and then Assassin's going back to the centre. But Boxham's seen him, Nike has seen this. The Assassin, Mr. Boxham's dropped down. If the Assassin realises, he could take him out in one shot. No, he hasn't. He hasn't realised.
But Boxham is extraordinarily hurt. I'm just going to tower through. See how hurt the mechs are here on the Bear Cave side. They're actually pretty fresh. Honestly, Boxham's the only one that's messed up. And he is hurt, for sure. When I look at Boxham cam now, he shoots Ranger Dave in the Cicada.
If they finish off Boxham right now, they've got a decent advantage here, 1 BTC.
Oh, Drop Bears fully engaged. Irby's behind the Vipers. Mercurin blows himself up. Oh, there's SRMs. And now Cuddlebot is in trouble. I think Bearcat might win this on kills. Look, the caps have just bang on even now. 291 each way.
Drop Bear's got Cuddlebot, he's done.
Wilton's in trouble.
They haven't really got a massive cap advantage here. Yeah, Will's in trouble now. He's got cornered. He's stuck in a corner here. Lost his weapons. Those MG crits from all the Urbies are just... Yeah, that's it. He's done. Will's done over there. And now it is just a formality. Once Ranger Dave, once life catches up to him, he's going to pay.
Well, he might be able to try to pick up Boxham, but I mean, he's got speed and jump jets. I doubt he'll be able to delay against this many mechs. He'll pick up Boxham and Blue Saros potentially.
Yeah, you'd be able to pick off. You think one decent shot on Boxham will finish him off. But here comes the Urbie. Yep, look at that. One shot done. Perfect. Good shot. But Urbie at 91% and Griffin 2N. Oh, this is not going to end well. And is his leg going to hang on? No.
Oh, the CT I think might go first, you know. Oh, CT goes to go.
CT, yep, no twisting.
And the 256 Bear Cav, or Bears Brawls as they often called, wins the first match.
There we go.
Alright, run us through the damage numbers, mate.
Oh, wow, wait. Blue Seros, 518 for Bears, with Boxham not too far behind, and Nike with 495, and Drop Bear in the Urbie. Look at those two Urbies, mate. Urbie carry for the win, right there. And we got the Cicada doing some reasonable work there, Ranger Dave, and Free Rider in that linebacker, getting 307 damage out, which probably went into that Nike exclusively, I reckon.
I think you're right.
Well, that was a fair bit of running around the map, that one.
So, first drop, 6 kills to the Bear Cav and Bears Brawlers, and 2 kills to 1 BTC with the win going Bears Brawlers' way. Drop 2 will also be on Mining Collective Conquest with Spawn swapped. Let's take a look at the map strats and go again.
I'm just going to quickly move these Lancers around if you want to run through that map strat just quickly.
Sure. So, what we noticed is Bears Brawlers really took a early hit up into Theta, and I'm just going to draw a big rectangle here of control. And this is early game. Just give me a heads up. This is early game, and we had 3 mechs here, kind of in this area, with 2 staging back here later, and then we had a bunch staging back here as well. Once the Sigma's controlled. So basically, we had a 2-to-1 cap, where the outer caps were controlled quite well by Bear Cav in red. Sorry, by 1 BTC in red, and Bear Cav in blue. But they end up just pushing down here and crushing Gamma. They ignored Sigma for the entire fight, and there was actually a lot of skirmishes happening, which is hard to draw on this map. There's actually a run out this way by a Cicada and a chase, and actually quite a few engagements backwards and forwards between Theta and Gamma. And I will highlight in green Boxham on the top in that night gear, being in a very pivotal position with the range. I think he put out a lot of that damage. Yes, he ended up dying, but that night gear is a huge mech for this drop. So yeah, there's I think a really good win by Bears Brawls there to deal with that split cap issue and then come back very strong to clean up on kills.
Yep, it was a good one. I think that was for quite a while, and the caps were very close most of the game too. So rather than one sort of team running away and forcing the engagement, it was just a couple of small little battles there and a bit of fun. Now, Mr. Live wants us to give away 24 hours premium time.
Rightio, so how this is going to work is going to be through chat. So just be active in chat. So just say something, say g'day, hello, yeah, nah, something like that. And should be all good. Just remember to just say something in chat, and he'll run it through the Nightbot or through the Twitch chat bot. There we go.
Now, if I leave the lobby because my game has decided to bug out and I can't move anything around,
lovely.
Will you get the lead? Yeah, I know.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
I should. I hope not the specs don't get it. Wilton got it. That's fine. He's a team lead.
That's alright, just give me 30 seconds and I'll reload my game up and I'll fix this problem. It started since the last patch, I believe.
Yeah. Well, we got a new patch coming out pretty soon, though.
Yeah. Oh, I
That's something. Yeah.
Right, I can now see my windows again. Awesome. Great. We're back.
So, while that's happening, there's so a few little lobby things here, and that's quite possible. One thing we'll talk about a bit is what mechs were brought and what maps are coming up. So the first two drops in this series are Mining Collective, 300 tons for the drops 1 and 2, they swap spawns. Drops 3 and 4 will both be on Grimplex's 400 tons, again, spawn swaps. And drop 5 will be the 3 cold maps in a map ban. So only one map will get played for drop 5, but it'll be a ban out of 3. And this week it's cold maps. So the 3 to be chosen from are Frozen, Polar, and Alpine. And that'll be pretty interesting to see what comes out there. Last week was the hot maps, so we had Tourmaline, Terra Therma, and Caustic as the options available then.
Yeah, last week's was good actually. I enjoyed last week's hot maps. I don't mind the hot maps, to be honest. It brings a little bit more element of paying attention to what is going on with your little red bar on the side of your mech.
Absolutely, and the thing is, when we talk about having a maximum of 4 of a chassis be allowed to be brought, not knowing exactly what map the last one is makes it interesting when you think about things like, okay, you know, Bears Brawlers have brought one in Night Gear. That means there's only 3 Night Gears left for the series. So how they play range play in that, given they use one such a light drop, may come into effect later, may not. You know, the Urbies are mechs that I think are a really good pick for this because they're quite strong, they're tanky, they take a lot to put down. They don't have the biggest damage output. I mean, the machine guns help for sure, but
Yep.
they're lights that you're not going to use often. It's, you know, they're lights that are no great loss. Like we would consider like an AD cheater or something. So there's still 4 AD cheaters in play for Bears Brawlers.
Will they bring 4 active cheaters though?
I have no idea. Well, they can.
Maybe not. No, they could. They could go miss things too. It depends on where you're putting your tonnage and what and all the rest of it. But I'm just waiting for Will to give me another invite, and then I should be good.
Okay, so this time around, obviously the spawn swap, Team 1 will be 1 BTC in blue, so that means the left dash cam will be spectating them, and likewise the inverse, so on the right dash cam will be Bears Brawlers in red. So like I said, we're experimenting a bunch of different things here, we're trying 2 different software types. Full disclosure, how we're actually running this, just so we might as well talk about it. The left dash cam is actually run on my other computer here in my room. So I've got that running, and then I'm actually just streaming that across. I've actually downsized it. It's running in windowed mode at I think 1280 by 720 because it doesn't actually need to be the high res. So I just picked one of the smallest 16:9 ratio ones. So the left one is one I'm running here, and Live, who's also the league admin, is running the right hand one, but he's streaming it from. He's using the same software, same screen sharing software, that's coming from Northern Territory. So we're trying to work out. We're going to try to iterate this over time and improve the little details. I can say that, right? I can say that.
Yeah, they are the little details that make it a little bit better than average, you know. So totally.
Yeah.
Alright, these guys are getting organised and I am finally back in this lovely game of ours.
Sounds good.
We've got our replacement. Okay, so the Bears Brawlers having a little bit of a player issue here, so they're just doing a bit of swapping around, I think. And don't forget to ready up spectators, please, gentlemen.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
That's alright.
That's good.
Right, team 1 is ready, and they're going to drop with 300 tons. Okie dokie. And how much do you weigh, Live? What is your little spectator mech there, so I can let these guys know?
He should be
35 tonner, aren't you?
I think so. Yeah, that's cool. So both teams bringing the full 300 tons. Now with this league, you can be up to 25 tons under. So 275 to 300 is the allowable tonnage limits, and on this first drop, I don't expect any team to go below 300. Maybe 295 if you want to fit a particular mech in that strong. But on we'll talk about later because I think there might be some interesting strategies come out in the drops 3 and 4 with under tonning. But in this drop, I think we're going to see a full 300 brought every time.
Yeah. As we saw, Bear Cav drop 5 tons under, but I really think, you know, going much more than 5 tons under is actually hurting you. on this map in particular. But Grim Plexus, though, tell you what, I reckon you're going to be right. There's going to be a little bit under tonnage going on here. You won't be seeing maximums. Be very surprised if you do.
Well, we'll see how they play it. I mean, I'm really interested to see how that plays out with the 3-point caps. And just so everyone knows, with the 3-point caps, I just want to reiterate that you can cap the other points, but you then must kill. So there's actually really no reason to try to cap those other points, except in a very, very unique scenario, which is, let's say you're winning on kills and there's only 1 or 2 enemies left, but you're really behind on caps. Maybe if you know you can chase them down in time, you may do a desperation thing where you cap the other points anyway, and then chase them down and kill them. There's a lot of excitement of that chase element. But most of the time, I think what we're going to see is a team kill the enemy mechs. If they kill all 6, then they'll go cap the remaining 2 points. But I think that chase scenario is real, though. That chase scenario where it's like, okay, hang on, you know, there's only a few minutes left on the clock because it's a 10-minute match. Okay, that's nothing. It's only a 10-minute match. There might be a scenario.
We buggered up that last week in our drop.
Against the bin chickens, yeah.
Against chickens, yeah. We didn't read the rules correctly and could have gone and hit one or two, the other 2 cap points and won the game that way.
Yeah, well, that's actually an interesting set of drops. So if people want to watch that, that's actually a recorded shoutcast that I did with Lermgod, a guy on my unit. And yeah, we actually did a recorded shoutcast of those matches. So that has been covered. It is ready though, so we'll hopefully see these guys launch soon.
The same problem as what we had, because when we played the bin chickens, we did the same thing. We killed all the mechs in drop 1, but lost on caps because we didn't take the other cap points because we didn't read the rules properly. But that happens.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like both teams are ready to rock and roll. I'd imagine that means we're going to be kicking off in... Oh, look at that. Connecting. That means we're off and
Rightio, let's do it. I'm keen.
Now, do we see a change up in mechs or not? I think what is it? Bears Brawlers have definitely changed mechs, considering they're bang on their 300 tons. Maybe one BTC haven't. Who knows?
I think one BTC will try something different. That's that split cap idea is good if executed well, and it's quite difficult to execute well because it's such a light drop to have your team. I mean, I guess a light drop is where you want to split the team if you're ever going to try it, but man, the tide can change so quickly. You have to be so responsive to reading what's going to happen if you do that sort of split style. So
I think they sort of suffered by not having people on either side. The Gamma or the Sigma side of the map up high, overwatching sort of Theta, seeing what was going on. And that's kind of why they got caught out a little bit with not realising that Bears had 4 mechs coming straight at 2 of theirs and then losing one, and that sort of started the spiral.
Absolutely. So Righto, run us through the Team 2 mechs on the Bears Brawler side.
Rightio, so we have a Griffin 2N, Wolfhound 2, Kintaro 18, Bushwhacker P1, Yagamech double Ds, Assassin, and a Javelin. Interesting.
Now, I don't know about you, but I think we've got some brawler mechs over there.
I think you're correct. The Kintaro's got streaks, IS streaks. Interesting choice there. What have we got on one BTC side for the mix?
Alright, well I'm just firing up the dash cams. Dash cams are going.
Oh, okay, so we've got one BTC, we've got a Nova, Shadowhawk, Linebacker, Griffin 2N, Jenna 2C, and an Assassin.
Oh, Mr. Bear in the Kintaro. That is a very famous Kintaro. Gets absolutely nailed by Freerider in the Linebacker there. We're watching Colorbot's Linebacker cam on one spec. And Mr. Bear in the Kintaro, he's going pretty aggressive.
Roll it out with the Linebacker with streaks. Oh, this is not going to end well. Streaks versus SRMs, baby. This is why you do not run streaks as a weapon to try and take on a heavy mech. Oh, that's a brawl. It's on.
Colorbot's down. The Griffin.
No, Colorbot off. His key came around the side then, and he did not expect that at all.
I mean, the use of this map is really important. Wow, Zotic and Bluceros around the back. The Assassin Javelin combo putting some massive damage into Ranger Dave's back. There's a pincer.
He's leading from the front, Mr. Bear, Free Rider.
Ranger Dave gets popped.
Ranger Dave is down.
And this is just going to be Bear Cab just going full ham here. Going straight into Wilton and...
With that Ultra UAC 5 Jagger and absolutely decimating. Oh, wow.
The DPS going out. Wilton then is just trying to take as much as he can. Goes down. Thermal left. He's probably going to be next, but it's just a domination here by Bears Brawlers in the focus fire and brawl department. We've got 2 engagements happening here, and Bears Brawlers are winning both of them at the moment.
Bears are definitely winning both of them right here. Look at that. Over the back here, Mike Kieran and the Assassin, he's going to... Well,
he's like the Javelin.
He's like the Javelin. The Assassin, the Zotic Assassin actually overheated for a couple of seconds there, so he did a bit of a shutdown. But now the chase is back on again. Wowee.
So watching Mercury and Cam...
Thermal
Lefty with the Nova does take him out. And Mercury's just going to run, but Thermal Lefty's now left with half his mech. Just trying to take this one cap point against 3 mechs, so it's going to be quite difficult for him to survive this.
Yep, so we've got, what is it, the Thermal Lefty's done, so Zotic came back from in the Assassin there to sort of finish the business over there. And my Rakiran, or whatever his name is, in the Assassin that is just pummeled, like there's nothing left to him at 46%, he's got no arms, torso's open, no back armor left, so he's as he's excelled, he's literally one decent shot and that mech is dead.
I mean, the mechs for Bear Cab aren't super fresh, except the Jaeger and the Bushwhacker. But I mean, honestly, actually, no, they actually are quite fresh. I'm just going to do a cycle through them. They actually are quite fresh. Mr. Bear is legged, so that's something to be aware of. Other than that, they're looking pretty strong on caps and control. Zodiac should be able to take that pretty easily, I think, with the 81% Assassin. Yeah, he's only missing some armor, so he should be pretty right.
Now, Scott Live spamming the text channel here saying that if you cap the wrong point, you must win on kills.
That's exactly right, yeah. That's exactly right.
What I said.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it is. As in, like, you know, what I was saying is there might be an edge case where, let's say that there may be a mech which is still alive, you go for the kill, you might go for to cap those if you know you can chase them down. If you can't chase them down, then you still lose. It's one of the desperation strats. So just an option out there for people.
I'm not quite sure what's happening here with Mira Kieran sort of in the back, whether he's discoed or something. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not sure.
You can't really win. Not entirely sure what's happening here, but
yeah, there's 0 cap points, so I'm not sure if he's DC. I can do a ping. I mean, actually, I can't really check ping if he's connected. But yeah, anyway, it'll be a win for Bears Brawlers here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
They just fly around. I guess they're spreading out to search. Yeah, I don't see any real movement here. So we'll just leave it on this view here, and I'll update the results.
Yep, this is 100% undisputed win to our friends at Bears Brawlers. I can only think here that he's done a bit of a disconnect.
The other thing I can potentially think of is Drop Bear. Has Drop Bear found it?
He should have seen him pop up on the radar. Yeah, he has. He's looking. Yeah, he's seen him. Yep.
Oh, g'day, and how you going? What do you know? And she'll be right. Oh no! Wait, what?
Oh no!
Oh, no! He turns to turn. Oh, he turned! No!
Oh, gee whiz!
Oh!
Another 4 minutes of this? Surely not. Oh dear lord!
No, will he come up in heat vision? Actually, you know, I'll be honest. If I'm walking past that, look at the elevation here. He's actually got the elevation just right.
Yeah, you know why? He wouldn't have seen him coming down the ramp because it wouldn't have shown up on radar. No vision. Oh lord.
That's actually not a bad hiding spot. But I mean, even the shoulder check. Yep. No, that's actually a good hiding spot. You know, under.
It is.
Okay, so with how this works is it is kind of based on wins and losses, but the tiebreaker is kills. So potentially that could be what's happening. Oh no. No, that's why, because they took Epsilon! No, the reason he's hiding is that Bear Brawlers have taken Epsilon!
Oh, shit!
Oh, that is why he hid! Oh my goodness!
How do we look right now?
Yeah, no, it makes sense! Oh, snap!
It does, yep.
No, Mercurin is winning this for his team!
Well, I take back what I said there. I said it was undisputed win, and we're going to have to go and update that bloody board again, because this is going to be 1-1.
Oh, they have 3 minutes to find him. They have. It's a hide and seek match, guys. This is like, that must be searching furiously for him.
And he's powered down too.
Yeah, down.
He's powered down.
Oh, that is 3 minutes. Okay, this is different.
This is something that I suppose, yeah. This is kind of summarising what we're talking about. You got to make sure you kill all the damn mechs now.
yeah. No, that's the thing. So, like, if you know you can kill them, if you definitely know you can kill them, that's fine. But if you can't be sure of it,
you cannot see him from the angle Mr. Bear is coming on. I am right down. You can only just see the mech's feet. Just see them. That's it. But I'm not sure you're going to realise. I'm not sure Mr. Bear will realise that.
So I mean, for us who can see it, it's something. Oh my goodness, there's 2 mechs right there. You can even see it walking past on the dash cam, just in the corner.
Oh,
mate.
You know what? He is blending perfectly into the background there with that colour scheme on that mech. Yep, they're going to win this. I mean, at this point, you're sort of looking at it going, well, he's not there.
Can't see him. This is... Oh, and the thing is though, is that they've capped 3 points, so their points are ticking faster than the time is going to run out. So they're actually losing points, losing time, sorry, because of the number of points they have.
Yep, and that's it. They're done.
That's going to be it. Oh my goodness, Mercurin.
Possibly something that will not happen again this season.
And this is a support assassin supporting his team's win. Wow. Oh my goodness. There you go.
Yep, got to pay attention to the caps.
The little details.
That is not a little details right there. I don't know what is. So back to the scoreboard. A little bit low damage here. Reasonable damage from the Bears Brawlers side. What is it? Drop Bear 461. Bringing the Bushwhacker, bringing out the numbers right there, and Free Rider and Ranger Dave doing 1 BTC, but 1 BTC got caught with their pants down on that brawl push right there. Look at that, 28, 59, 89, 77. But nonetheless, with his whopping 77 damage, Mercurin wins the game.
There you go. So it is a 1-all with 11 kills to Bears Brawlers and 3 kills to 1 BTC, but it is 1-all.
Battle for Midway right there.
Battle for Midway. Alright. Mapstrat, your turn.
Wowee. Righto. Mapstrat here. We have, what do we have? We had Bears Brawlers on Team 2, so they'll be in the red here. They pretty much came up to here. Mr. Bear leading the charge up to sort of the front of Echo 4. What do we have? Some of the 1 BDC guys come up to around here, and this is where the sort of linebacker, the big blue blob here, this is where it all sort of started. Mr. Bear sort of started streaking the living buggery out of the linebacker, and well, really didn't do much because streaks are basically only good against light mechs and well nothing else. And then it was on. So we had the Jaeger mech from Bears come up through here with UAC 5 just absolutely pounding down into Echo 4. I had other mechs come up through here. We had a little bit of a light battle going on here in green around the back with Javelin and Assassin, I think it was from memory, and one of the Bears Brawlers guys. And off he ran down here at Mr. Assassin after it was all said and done, and hid right here, right there in Delta 6. And we had a Nova come back here and get cleaned up. I forget who was in the Nova there. And one of the BTC Novas was sitting back here in Echo 3, doing a bit of work there with his mediums and 2 small pulse. Probably not the best build. I would have gone maybe with 5 ER mediums if you're going to sort of sit back and fire at range, because small pulse not really doing a hell of a lot. But that was an aggressive push by Bears Brawlers, living up to the name and going, well, we're gonna brawl. We are gonna be like Bears and get in there and get aggro, and mate, that could have got them the win right there. All right. Just to remind everybody, we do have a little bit of a extra special prize tonight for 24 lucky viewers on the stream. We are doing a 24 mech mayhem at the end of this. After we do the 5th drop and do the interviews, we're going to have a 24 mech big brawl with 100-ton mechs. So no range over 350 meters. Build up your 100-ton brawlers, and we will take you into a map, and basically the person who lives gets 500 MC, and the next top 3 damage, you will also win 500 MC. So get into the mech lab, guys. We'll do a little bit of a bot draw for the 24 people to get into the game, and then you just sort of send me your in-game name or whatever. We'll work that out when we come to it, and so people will be chosen at random. Go build your brawlers, guys, and you might be able to win yourself 500 MC, and 4 lucky people will win that tonight, on top of the other giveaways that we have to do.
Yeah, so get keen for that. Oh, mate, I've been here. Just been listening. You got on a roll, dude.
I'm just watching the stream, and this is where the Griffin runs right past the assassin.
I mean,
the chat is going crazy. The chat is going crazy right now. Like, this is awesome.
Well, something interesting is, I'm surprised they didn't have a beagle. You know, like, with the number of streak mechs there, any clan active pro, big active pro with that 120 meters, we actually would have picked them up. I think it's 120. Is it 120 meters? It should be.
50 for beagle. I think the light probe in the clan is 125.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know exactly. I'd have to double check that, but I believe it's a little bit further range than that. It might be. Yeah. I forget the difference between the light and clan and this and that. But well, yeah, you might be right. That might have been.
Anyway, with the streak mechs, so, like usually streak mechs have those on them for counter ECM, but that is a byproduct. Is actually the shutdown detection. So yeah, no, that's really interesting. So like, just to reiterate what Ash said, get your 100-ton mechs, build something out. We want short range, you want it to be close range, just absolute brawly, big 100-ton, whatever. Doesn't really matter what 100-tonner it is, just make sure it's close range. And we'll get to the shenanigans.
A minor problem, your spectator cam now has lobby control.
Oh, dang it! I'll just leave and I'll just jump back in. It's actually easier. Jump Bear's got it now.
Jump Bear's got it.
Yeah.
Just let me explain what's going on to these guys just quickly.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just gonna bump up the next map actually as we prepare for Grim Plexus. All right.
It changes the group ownership.
Oh, you don't change lobby ownership, mate. Have fun with that.
Silly feature.
Yeah, I know. Unless we remake lobby, but you know, there's some options there.
Yeah, remake the lobby.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, just let me send Mr. Bear a friend invite. Oh no, I already have, so that's okay.
So I guess while that's all happening, well, let's talk a bit about Grim Plexus 400 tons. So if you look at the map on the right, you'll see that the 3 points chosen are extremely spread out. They're actually extremely spread out. There's no theta and there's no epsilon. So it's going to be interesting to see how teams use 400 tons between 6 mechs.
Very, very interesting. You're talking, what are we talking here? 2,000, 2,500 meters between each point or thereabouts? I think it's quite a distance.
Oh yeah.
Quite a distance indeed. Goddamn life for creating this this map on with those cap points. All hatred can be directed his way. This was his choice.
Yep. Yeah, no, that definitely. It wasn't like I completely agree with it too. No. It was all live. It was all live. Yeah.
Yeah, this is all live. I can bag the shit out of him here because he can't say a word.
He'll get us eventually. All right. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Just hit now by lobby name as well. That'd be great.
Yep.
Pick one team one. So just as a heads up as well, is in game we realize the team headers, Bears Brawls will always be on the left in the upload header. The overlay header, and one BTC will always be on the right. But in game, in terms of the dash cams, they actually will be with the same team. The left one will always be the home team. The right one will always be the one BTC team. So just, yes. So just a heads up that that is the case, even though the spawns may swap.
So the spawns swap, but the cameras stay the same.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's just a heads up so you know who you're watching. It's probably pretty hard to see exactly the pilot name in that little window of who you are spectating, but that's something we're trying to incorporate dash cams into this because it's something we've heard from not just MRBC cast but World Championship WC Jackcast is, hey, view from above is cool and all, but it's all about mechs blowing each other up, and that view up close and personal in the cockpit, you see some explosions happening, you see them running around corner and get nailed. That's the sort of thing I think is pretty cool to see what's happening, see how fast the pilots are actually reacting to some of these things they're doing. And I think it adds a bit more immersion, like, you know, it's something that we're going to keep working on as well, as we said. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, let us know.
Well, so far, I'd like to see some sort of Twitch feedback maybe in the chat, sort of let us know, is it working, not working for you, you like it, don't like it, you know, sort of let us know what's going on. And just quickly, you might have to leave Team 1's control there with your...
yeah, I can do that.
When they rejoin the lobby. Where's Mr. Live gone? There he is.
No,
for him as well.
I just lost Live's dash cam on. Hang on. Whoa! It got a crash on that. Hang on. I'll try to reset that one up because apparently down a dash cam.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, we might need to re-invite him. There you go. He's in.
Crashed live system. Yeah. Okay. Wow. That's strange.
Yeah, I got a. Let's go reopen his dash cam software because I have like 2 video conferences going at the same time on my laptop to bring them in. So yeah.
That's alright. We can always fix it and do it again.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Right. Just trying to find out from 1BTC who has their group lead, and we'll be right.
Rightio.
Right, still waiting. So what's happening here? 1BTC guys are a bit confused, I think. It's the whole leaving lobby thing. That's okay. They're from Ballarat. We won't give them too much shit about that. So what do you reckon? Linebackers?
That is a mech that uses up a lot of tonnage and has high speed. You know what mech would actually be not a dumb pick for this? The Black Lanner, when it comes out. The Black Lanner is basically a mech that is quite probably on the weaker end of the mechs to be released, honestly. But if you need to take up tonnage and you need to go fast, there's something to be said about having 55 tonner worth of armor and structure on the field for this sort of role. You just have to use tonnage up. So linebacker is one that does it. The Ice Ferret's only 45 but does it. Yeah, some of these heavier but super high engine mechs that you don't often see. I mean, like things like the Gargoyle or the Executioner could be hilarious picks, but then again, you're starting to get into speed ranges that are only about 80 anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Executioner, well, funny or Gargoyle, but maybe not. Maybe yeah. Not sure it'll work with the rest of the speed that's sort of going on. There'll be a lot of pseudo lights, I think, Vipers, Cicadas potentially. You know, move that tonnage out, but also definitely carrying a bit of speed.
For sure. And just a reminder for everyone that the 100 tonners. So just we want to be close range. So just check chat, read chat about that. And we are looking at doing it in the old caldera of Terra Therma in the corner of the map. Yes, the old center hill, Mount Doom, Mordor, whatever you want to call it, is still in the game. It's just shifted over to the center of the map. So that'll be after drop 5. And so, you know, read the instructions in chat. You'll see what you have to do to get in on that. And we'll get some MC codes out to some winners of that too. So pretty keen for all that to happen.
Oh, absolutely. It will be awesome.
Right, a few people just figuring out lobby stuff.
Yeah, they're just switching around at the moment. We're starting to get a couple of readies. Yeah, a couple of readies starting to appear. Move the spectators around. Righto, Lance. Team 1 are just lancing up at the moment, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Although, the lances really matter on this map with this mode, giving us all spread out maybe a little bit. Maybe you stack one lance, you know, you stack a Charlie or the Alpha, which is closer to either the Kappa, Gamma, or Sigma, depending on which team you spawn in or not. That'll be the challenge. Looks like sort of Bearcav are definitely thinking about doing that at the moment. Looking at these lances, doing pretty much that, sort of trying to go for the 2 cap early, or do you set all your team to Charlie Bravo and try and dive one corner of the map and try and take out as many mechs early as you can? It's definitely a couple of ways to skin the cat on this one, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is the thing is, these 3 caps are so far apart that is it even practical control 2 at a time? We're just going to do. Is there a viable stretch? Just go NASCAR and just keep capping in circle faster than the other team can cap in a circle, or is it?
If you want to bring NASCAR into Battle for Midway, this is how you do it. Right here. Or you go the Aussie toilet and you go the other way. You know, go the clockwise direction.
Well, funny story. So I'm not a big fan of NASCAR and quick play. I'm not sure why solo queue everyone just wants to go NASCAR on so many different maps. There are some cases where it's good, but not every case. Like, you shouldn't just NASCAR off the bat. And actually, just a quick story. How I got my Ace of Spades was, hey, we're Australian. Let's go the other way around old Cossack Valley. And I was in an Atlas, and I barely had to move. It was great.
Oh, just 1 sec.
Oh, they're sorting stuff out. I mean, I still have, like, at the moment Dashcam 2's out anyway, so
Oh, he's still not back yet.
well, I haven't got live cam up. I've got my my alts up, so Dashcam 1's working fine.
You might need to get back in, log onto his computer again. That might be he needs to give you the code again.
He's in lobby though.
Yeah, I know, he's here. He's in TeamSpeak too, he knows what's going on.
Yeah, probs.
That's alright. Yeah, no, that's the anti-NASCAR, or what I used to call when we do some faction warfare drops after a couple of beers, is do the Aussie toilet, and you come back on people, everyone's just so used to blindly going one way, and then you go the other way, and they don't know what to do, and they all running one by one. Sometimes in a quick play, it's actually the easiest way to win, is just stand there and wait for that quick play standard NASCAR thing to come in. You go, oh, look at that, 1, oh, 2, oh, 3, 4, and then all of a sudden your 5 kills up and you win. And then by the time the NASCAR train realises what's going on, you win. That's it. Actually, I had a match the other night on Polar Highlands Domination. That exact same thing happened. The other team decided NASCAR constantly around, and all 12 of us quick play. I was calling that quick play for a change, and we all sat there and they just sort of cooked in one by one. Nice and easy.
We have a heads up that both dash cams are now operational and ready to go.
There we go, banging.
Just wait on the pilots. I think both teams are currently up 5 in lobby, so both teams are sorting stuff out.
Yep, they're still sorting stuff out.
So, how about, you know what, could we do this 100-ton thing at the end? So, the plan is after drop 5, we're going to get the captains in if we can, just to briefly debrief, just debrief the drops. We'll actually need to get them TS details, Ash, so just keep an eye out for that, we've got to do that.
Yep, that's easy, I can sort that out.
Awesome. And while that's happening, we'll form up that lobby for the 100-ton thing. Now, we're talking about Terra Therma Old Caldera here, up top, short range, hot map. What some 100-tonners you reckon will be, we might see?
What I've brought up on the map is the old Terra Therma map, so you can have a bit of a look at that on the map straight if you want to flash that up. But I reckon the old faithful Atlas, there's a specific Atlas, is the one that I think would be one of the ones to bring.
The chainsaw?
No, the Atlas D, the one that has the most insane
armor quirks, yeah.
That you can think of. That thing can literally be almost 1.5 100 tonners if you skill tree that thing correctly. And realistically, maybe someone comes and plays a survival game, max the survival tree out, max the agility tree out, so you can twist all the damage and spread it across, and don't bother shooting. Maybe that's a viable strategy. I don't know. I don't know. And just kill mix at the end.
But just also heads up, while we're waiting here, and again this will be delayed obviously 5 minutes, but keep checking chat and keep talking in chat, because that way we'll see is it active, and then you go into draw to win a mech bay. So mech bay's coming up. So if you're active in chat in 5 minutes from when you hear this, you'll probably see something in chat saying, hey, no, sorry, 5 minutes before we say this. Anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea just be active in chat.
Right now, which you guys weren't here for 5 minutes, but we already kind of known it's happened. Is that like the future, or is it the past? Do you have a couple of years to analyse that?
Yeah, time travel.
Oh,
magic. Like imagine playing time zones and like I don't know, trying to set up a time for the matches. Anyway, let's move right along from that. Time zones are always fun.
Definitely get out of the time zone debacle after today's effort. I don't want to discuss that one.
Oh, mate.
For you people playing at home, what happened today is posting the Reddit thread. I may or may not have had a couple of goes at it, and I still got it wrong on the third attempt at posting the thread right, and I still got the time zone and the date bloody wrong. So, yeah, Aussie ingenuity at its best. Today, just failed. I can't even explain that one.
Look, it's not about whether you stuff it up, it's whether the job gets done somehow in the end. She'll be right. Yeah, right, and no worries.
As I said to Live earlier, he said, but you buggered, still had 2 things wrong out of 3. I said, yeah, but I got 33% increase in performance. So don't worry about it. I was
That's
33% better.
My goodness.
It's all about how you look at it. It's all about how you spin it. Oh, look at this. Righto, we are ready to rock and roll.
Oh, how good's this? I better get this Terra Therma thing down. Hey, it's kind of covering half the screen.
Yep.
A bit early on that. Who's going to load? Alright, now we're loading. Grim Plexus, 400 tons.
Conquest,
here we go.
Baby. Oh, yeah. Spread out all over the map.
So there's no...
If you bring an unfit mech to this fight, you're going to be heavy breathing at the end.
Yeah. I think Catbush is going to be the name of the game for this. Alright. So I'm just going to fly over the map here. And I'm going to head to an area which is where a lot of fights and quick play, and even comp to be honest, happen. So here we have Theta and Epsilon, and between these 2 points there's this massive high ground here with these buildings. Now this high ground is one of the most commonly held points. There's a DC, there will be some holding, so just be aware of that.
Yep, just told, wait for the DC.
Yep. I mean, I can still make my mech go boom.
Oh, yeah, you can still blow up. So, what do we got over here for, oh, hang on, the Team 1 Bears Brawlers, their little icons disappeared over the top. What the hell's going on there?
Yeah, not really sure on that. I think that's because they have a mixture of units, and so the game will actually pick a title based on where most of the people's units are. So I'm just going to go through the Bear Brawlers max because I'm speccing that side. Spirit Walker is running a Hellbringer with 4 medium pulse, Ultra 10 ECM. We have a Marauder 2C, 2 heavy larger, 6 medium pulse. That's quite a high alpha. And while it's happening, I'll also bring up my dash cams. Alright. Box him. Do I check what he's running? Yes. That Marauder 2C. Mr. Bear, the Kintaro 19, it makes a comeback. 3 medium pulse, 3 LRM5s, 1 LRM10. That is a Mr. Bear special. A classic Mr. Bear mech. And Blue Ceros is running a 3 medium pulse Raven with ECM and stealth armor.
Oh yes!
Stealth armor is in comp play. Officially, we have stealth armor in comp.
That's a first. That is a first right there. You are witnessing history here. Everybody watching at home, all 40, 50 of you guys. This is something that has not been seen yet, to my knowledge, and you're about to see it tonight.
Well, we also have a Drop Bear with a 3 ER medium, 2 Ultra 10 Timberwolf, and that rounds out the mech, for Bears Brawlers. What's happening on the other side? What mechs are they bringing?
Righto, so original force here in the Bushwhacker P1 has a raw build, so 4 SRM6 and 2 rocket launcher 15s. Now this is a little scouting build that I like to run if I'm doing any faction warfare scouting mode. Pretty good build actually, works really well if you stick those 2 rocket launcher 15s up someone's clucker. It hurts. Now we have Cuddlebot over here in the Hellbringer Prime, 2 heavy large 5 ER mediums. That is quite a hot build. Definitely not built for any sustained fighting at all. It's very much a alpha and hide mech. What do I got? McKieran is a 2 is a 2 ER large Raven with ECM, and guess what else?
Is he a stealth armor too?
It's stealth armor, baby.
Oh my goodness, we got a stealth duel. Are you?
We have
Oh.
new comp meta being written right here. Look at this EMP. Take some notes. This is stealth armor. This is how you do it right here in drop pool B from Asia Pacific. You watch. This is gonna become a thing, mate. Marauder 2C for Hunter Club. Oh, holy shivers. We have 5 ER mediums this time and 2 heavy large lasers. Now, that is one of the hottest laser vomit builds you can have going around, short of putting heavy mediums, but they don't sync up with range too well. And I think, does that round out mechs? Oh no, sorry, I was trying to zoom in on Mr. Live. And Stewin, which is a very Aussie thing, is in a Mad 2C with 2 ER large and 6 ER mediums, so not too heavy large like the other Mad 2C. Stewin's got a bit more range, which would actually be 2 ER large is quite good for some map control. You know, you only need to be hit scanning, essentially hit scanning mechs at 1500 meters to stop caps.
Alright, so it looks like we actually will be entering a redrop as per the rule set, given the issues with the connections. So while that's happening, we'll just, I don't know, as a roll the current standings, because we're kind of almost halfway. So let's roll the current standings of the other time zones up till now, and yeah, we'll just wait for when they can come back.
Yep, that's it. It's doing a bit of the old self-destruction here, and so they don't lock the mechs up, and we'll get into a lobby, find a player, and I guess we're going to go do it again. Yeah.
Yep. But all we can do. So just summing it up, you know, we're actually quite early on in the season, and already 21% of the matches have been played. So it's a start. You know, there's a start there.
It doesn't take too long once everyone sort of gets going, and the weeks sort of progress on, and matches do come in pretty quickly. It is a short season though, don't forget. What are we at, 6 weeks for Battle for Midway? So.
Yes, I think it depends on the division, depending how many teams there are. It's between 5 and 6 weeks, so for all of them. So, yeah.
Yep, some are definitely a little bit quicker than the others.
With the four team divisions, every team gets to play each other twice. So both the AP divisions are 4 or less, so they'll be able to play everyone twice. Yeah, it should be good. And yeah, just waiting on the lobby to be freed.
Raven's off to cap, and Bushwhacker about to blow himself up, I think, and then yeah, we'll do this again.
Yeah, it's really all you can do, to be honest. I mean,
yeah, that's it. It's a bit annoying sometimes when you do have a disconnect, but you know, that's just what happens. Unfortunately,
yeah.
It's a fact of life.
But it's particularly quite common. You know, we've got 2 Oceanic teams here, so quite likely.
Yep, and one's from Singapore and Asia in general, and some of those guys are literally sitting on the server with pings of 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's
true.
It's almost downstairs, wouldn't you?
Yeah, the Bez Brawlers have quite a number of ultra low ping pilots there, so interesting to see that.
Yeah, definitely from the Singaporean end of the world, no doubt about it. Okie dokie, loading back in again.
Yeah.
Where are we? Right, games are crashing. Oh, geez, we're having all sorts of dramas tonight.
Yeah. So you get live back in.
Yep. Get live. When he logs back in, so we got the dash cammy.
Believe it or not, the dash cams actually don't break if the clients crash. I just don't show them. That's all. But the connection still remains. So, just so everyone is aware, I'm actually using things across 4 screens here. So on my laptop, I might as well talk it through. Like, why not? On my laptop screen to my left, we have in the top left corner dashcam 1, screen capturing from desktop computer over there in my room. Dashcam 2 is coming to the top right of that same screen from Live's computer. The bottom half part of the screen is a music volume and looping, which you hear in the background. It is licensed to use for this purpose, which is great. My second screen, which is the leftmost of the main ones, is where my OBS is running. I've got the map strat up, which I'll swap to Grimplexus just to be nice and ready for that. So yeah, my OBS, all that. I've got the Twitch chat. I've got the TeamSpeak. I've got a notepad with other things I need, reference keys and stuff. I've got my Logitech stuff, which I use for my sound balancing, and Discord in case I need to really set something out. On the middle of the main 3 monitors, I've got the game, and behind that I'm actually running this thing you're seeing on the screen right now, which is the overlay of the tournament run through. And then on the right most is actually hooked up to the desktop, not the laptop, and that is my alt for the dashcam 1. So yeah, it's a bit of a setup, but it's working. Seems to be working.
It's working pretty damn well, I reckon, mate, to be honest. It's looking good. The feedback seems to be pretty good on it, so yeah. Although I haven't really been reading the Twitch chat in the last last couple of minutes, but
yeah,
everyone's giving us a thumbs up for it.
I mean, they're almost ready to go again, so that's good. Oh, except for me, I'm not ready. As in other me. So now other me is ready.
And Mr. Live is in. We're good to rock and.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think you need to be moved. So. No, they're fine. Let's go.
Super right.
Now, interestingly, Bears Brawlers are on tonnage.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think both teams were last time. I have to do a quick maths there, but I think they were.
One BTC at 10 under. Interesting.
Ah, there we go. So there is an underton. We do have an underton. I think we talked about that earlier on for this map. All right. Load it in.
Yep. Remove the stream, the leaderboard. What? What is Live talking about? I don't understand.
I just put the leaderboard up during the intermission when the lobby was getting fixed, just so everyone could.
No, it's alright. We are under control, Live. Don't you worry, my friend.
Yeah, no, mate. Come on, we're professionals.
Very experienced. What's going on here? We're amateurs, but
hey,
amateur professionals.
I have learnt well from RJ Radio Cars Base. All right, so come on.
Yeah. Alright, battle is on. You want to do the Bears boys?
Sure, I will do. I just gotta fire up my
That's right, I'll do it. So we've got Zotic in a Mad 2C, Spirit Walker.
I'll do him in a sec.
Drop Bear in a Timby C, Blue Seros in a Raven 3L, again Mr. Bear in his Kantaro, and box him in the Mad 2C. No change there, I believe.
No change. Can you go to the 1 BTC mix?
Yep, 1 BTC's Bushwhacker, EBJ, Mad 2C, Hellbringer, and Raven. So same mix again, identical actually, which is going to be interesting to see here.
So
now, they're all headed for a showdown in Kappa.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big stacks on Kappa fight. I mean,
look at what's coming, mate. They're coming in here, right?
Mad 2Cs, that's a lot of tonnage.
One team has got heavy laser vomit. Like 1D BTC has heavy hot laser vomit, and Bears Brawlers look like they're almost going to be a little bit more efficient with that UX.
Oh,
A little bit more more efficient.
Unless...
Fox him is hot as all buggery as well.
I'm waiting for him to get deleted though. We're going to see a deletion off the bat. Hunter Club and Alcatosh getting absolutely wrecked. Lucero's running around the back. Let's check some droppers. Alcatosh drops.
Spirit Walker's in the open, and what's happening here is Bears Brawlers actually have the better ground. They have the better positioning here.
Mr. Bear over the back with the Lerm skin coming.
Oh, Lerm again. Stune is just getting absolutely belted by Lerms. Now, whilst there's not a lot of Lerms coming out of those launches, they're coming out every, what is it, every 0.3 of a second or something. That is ridiculous.
Oh, it's something ridiculous. I mean, like, if you look at this, Stune is down to 36%. He's crit by side torso. He's almost legged.
Yeah, airstrike goes in, does some absolute nasty damage.
And big hits here. Zodic on the right side, shifting up aggressively.
Yep.
Let's see if we get the Zodic cam.
Spirit Walker, the first mech to go in for Bears is still 71%.
Mr. Bear gets killed. Drop Bear is dead. And then look at this push coming up to get the finish. Stune is still alive though.
Hunter Club getting absolutely, he's been called, you can tell, he's getting lermed. Mr. Bear has called for Hunter Club to die, he's getting lermed, absolutely belted. Oh, airstrike, oh.
Now, Bears Brawlers, not only are they winning this fight, but the cap game is a 3 cap.
That is right, they've had their little light mech out the back there, that little stealth armor Raven, Blue Seros just doing his job, running around, and Mike McKieran, who won the game earlier by some very, very smart mech play, while sitting back with his Raven, has kind of forgotten that caps need to be featured in this map. And I think right now at this point, you cannot recover. You cannot recover with the amount of caps that Bears have already earned. 160 to 58. And 58 is where it's staying right now because 1BTC have no cap at all.
I just want to note that Blue Seros is running his stealth armor as we speak in his Raven. I can see it is active. So it is active. He may go for Sigma now to chase him behind. Mercurin, honestly, all he can do is hope that they cap data and repeat that same winning tactic. I wonder if he can lure a mech maybe to chase him into data and leg him into point or something. And
his stealth armor's on. Yeah, they've both got the stealth armor going.
Well, Mercurin had to turn his off because I don't know if you guys know this, but you cannot cap a point with stealth armor on.
No, you cannot. You must turn your stealth armor off, ladies and gentlemen, if you intend to cap a point. Otherwise, it actually tells you you can't cap it. I think it pops up a little message.
It does come with a little message, yeah. You cannot cap objectives with stealth armor on. And the main reason is the oil rigs cannot see you. If the oil rig can't see you, you can't get resources, because that makes perfect sense. So, he's now going to run around to Gamma, I think, and get another cap. But look at this Emu Parade. We've got an Emu Parade from the Bear Cave spanning out across the map here. And just going for a full net of coverage. They're a bit slow though. I think only Blue Seros and the Raven's going to be the one that can catch him. But
well, look, Blue Seros is going to head him off here.
He's going to head him off a Gamma. It's going to be stealth fight.
Jump in the cockpit now. Is he going to see him?
We'll see. I mean, it's stealth armor against stealth armor. That's clear stealth armor. You can see that is only a silhouette visible in the dash cam.
He can see him. Yep, no, he can see him.
He's got heat vision. He's got night vision. And another thing to note about stealth armor is that heat vision is also affected. So it actually blanks you out against the map background, which is really handy as well. Mercury's just going to try to get the cancel on Gamma. He's got a flash on it. Flashes, he gets the cancel. Yes, he gets the cancel, but it doesn't really matter, honestly, at this point.
McKieran's leg is already nearly red, so it's nice shade of little orange going on there. But medium pulse Raven is going to beat ER large Raven, I would think.
And if you look at the dash cams, we have a Raven v Raven fight, and I'm just going to have the spec cam as well. So this is a one covered Raven fight. This is what we have coverage of stealth Raven fight. You saw it here first, guys. If we're going to have a double stealth fight, it's going to be shown in all its detail. You know.
2 Ravens.
Yep. 1080p, 720p, another 720p, and all of them at like 3 FPS probably. But anyway, we're showing it. So
those ER larges are really not conducive when you're running 150 something k's an hour to be held on the same target, and they're hot too.
That's true. I mean, the thing is though, is that when you get lagged, your aim improves.
Yep.
You think about it.
It does.
You become
well, not quite stationary.
Well, you're basically stationary because once you're lagged.
Oh no!
Mercury! It's a shutdown. It's a shutdown, and it.
Yep.
And that's it.
Well done to Bears. Well done.
Blue Seros winning the Raven fight.
Positioning there. Yeah, Raven, medium pulse, 3 medium
You know,
Raven.
the only thing that make this better is if a Misery with an AC-20 and 3 snub nose went over the corner and just blew both of them up. Just for,
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
yeah, I'll be happy.
Lord. Box him 750 damage in his Mad 2C. Zotic with 577. That is some solid numbers right there for the Bears Brawlers team. And Hunter Club with 361 and 307 for Stewart. And actually, look at that. My Kieran did 349 damage. Sorry for the yawn there. Doing his little large business, sitting back, and then in the little brawl with the Raven on the other team.
Yeah, my screen dropped it really quick. How many kills did 1 BTC get in that one?
1 BTC landed 2 kills that dropped. The
2 kills.
Timmy and the Hellbringer.
Rightio. So just to update, we are now at Bears Brawlers with 2 wins and 17 kills against 1 BTC with 1 win and 5 kills. Let's bring in the map strat and talk about it.
Alright, so basically we had 1 BTC come group in and head up to here. And we had Bears do a very, very similar thing here. Come up and go up to here. Now, the key part here, what won the game for Bears Brawlers is they had a lovely firing line around here. What happened to 1 BTC is they had one guy here, a little bit hard to see on the map, but this little area here is actually behind a hill. So you've got, draw it in green here, you've actually got a hill here. Now where the red is where 1 BTC was standing, and they were forced back into that low ground where the red arc is. They got forced down by Bears shooting into them like that and forced them off that hill. And once you fall into a crevice like that, they just got flanked. You had Marauder 2C, let me change the size of that, Marauder 2C firing in from here, had a Marauder 2C firing in from here, and Mr. Bear in that Lerm Kintaro, I think was causing quite a little bit of havoc there. And yeah, to note, the Bears Brawlers Hellbringer was still alive at the end. He was 71%, and he pushed in first. I think it was Spirit Walking, and yeah, pushed in first and still managed to live and rotated the armor out quite well, which is what you want, you know. That's how you sort of play comp, share the armor. You should play MechWarrior in general, really. Sharing the armor, rotating it around, and yeah, got the win.
Nice recap.
Yeah.
So, spawn swap, what do you think we might see now?
Oh, I reckon. Oh, I know. We forgot to cover on the little Raven then from the map strat too, sort of just running around the back, which you were drawing on the map there nicely for me. Yeah, look, I don't know. I reckon 1 BTC might. Look, the plan was solid. I think the execution was just poor. Their positioning in that area of the map, they're getting stuck on that low ground behind that hill, really hurt them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped a little bit lighter, picked up a little bit more speed. That could definitely be the way to do it. But again, you go want to go for the brawl, you're good, but don't bring laser bomb, and especially heavy, large lasers to laser bomb at 300 meters. Bring medium pulse. Play medium pulse. One of the best weapons in the game right now, I reckon.
Yeah, and so the thing about Clay Medium Pulse is they actually got the damage reduced from 8 down to 7, and you know, that was actually a bit of contention on that at the time, but the heat's being reduced down to 4.75. The Clan Medium Pulse and the Clan the Clan Heavy Small Laser are 2 highest damage to heat ratios. Now, the Clan Medium Pulse though has good range. It's like 360 or something.
Yep, and you whack a targeting comp on there, you're picking up, what, 14, 15, 16% range out of it, so...
Oh, yeah, it's about 360, 370, I reckon. 373, I think it is, I've seen. But the thing is, it's got a 1.7 times range damage fall-off. So, it's not a double range, it's a bit shorter than that. The damage does fall off a bit faster than other lasers, but for the range and for the shorter duration for a clan laser, it's got quite a short duration. It's a really good weapon. I was running 6 of them on my Cougar, and Cougars came out for Steebles this week. Absolutely brilliant little build. Seriously, 6 medium pulse Cougar. It's probably my favorite build, other than the 2 heavy large 3 medium stupid thing. But that's just another kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's next level. That's next level.
That's a Hellbringer. Basically,
yeah.
Cougars can run Hellbringer builds. They even have ECM in the head if you wanted to.
Yeah, you got to definitely shoot and go dip yourself into a big long ocean to cool off in the Arctic for that one after you dump an alpha out. But
yeah,
look, I reckon Clan Medium Pulse, if you're going to do a little bit of a broad push like that, would definitely be my choice. You know, getting that 400 meters worth, or even 450 meters, and just crank it out. Load up Clan double heat sinks, mate. With the way those things perform right now, Clan Laser Bomb is cooler than IS by a significant margin. If you just boat medium pulse like on an EBJ or Mad 2C, because you can just boat so many damn heatsinks.
Oh, I agree. And another thing is, just so we keep in tally of it, there was a lot of Marauder 2Cs brought then, and we think about Grim Plexus and any of those cold maps, Alpine, Polar, Frozen. If they're using up a lot of the Mad 2Cs now, they won't be available for those later drops. So it's got to be a consideration to be made.
I think the Mad 2Cs should have been brought later on, potentially. You bring up a very, very good point here, mate, to be honest. Mad 2Cs are very, very quick for their tonnage with the engines you can fit into them. So I'm very interested to see now, after seeing so many Mad 2Cs, where is tonnage going to go? What are you going to bring?
I mean, there are a lot of options there. Like, let's say you want to bring that Clan Laser Bomb, that because it's a chassis-based rule. Think of things that like Ebbins and Hellbrings are both 65 tons. There's 2 65-ton Clan chassis you can bring. But then you can also think about a Timberwolf for 75. You've got, the Supernova at 90. If you really want these massive energy-based mechs in your drop deck for these, these cool maps. But I think that I really like this restriction. I think it's great. It's probably not that limiting, but something to definitely be in mind of. Like, I don't think it's limiting to the point where it's like, oh snap, we can't do what we wanted to do as a strat. It just means, hey, we still use a bit different mechs here. We might need to change the mech that we use for this role, and may shift the tonnage up by 5 to 10 on this mech, which means you bring other mechs into play, which is good. I think it's a good thing for the game.
I think the Supernova that you mentioned could definitely struggle on the ice map, just from the speed point of view. It'd be interesting. That said, Supernova is very good at boating very big ER large lasers, so yeah.
Right.
Right, what's going on here?
Well, it looks like one BTC is ready, and the Bears Brawlers they have numbers in the lobby, so yes they do. So they should be ready very, very soon. As soon as they lock their lances, it will be time to go.
Yep, Mr. Bears just moved his lance around, and their tonnage is actually bang on, and one BTC's is 10 under. Gonna be under, yeah.
And that 10 under thing probably did hurt them in that big fight. I mean, you're fighting at Kappa, and you're really only fighting the whole map. All the fight happened within what, 200 meters, 300 meters?
Yep, 300 meters, 350 meters. That was it. It was done. So.
That sacrifice of those 10 tons probably wasn't the biggest thing, but it's something to consider. If you're going to just be stacking up and pushing a point, maybe you don't need that lower tonnage, light horse sort of style drop deck that we talked about.
Yep.
Alright, let's look at the match now. Load back into Grim Plexus. Hopefully we don't have any other connection issues. Get right on with it.
Should be okay, yeah. It's actually getting a little bit late. It's midnight over here, mate, where I am at the moment. I should probably be in bed soon.
Yeah.
But, it's not happening anytime soon, that's for sure. I reckon we've still got another half an hour left. That's alright.
Oh, well, we got the captain interviews, and then we got the 100-tonner thing. A fair bit of time between drops, I think, between like the ready ups and things, and also the crash didn't help us, because we are at over an hour 22 at the moment of recording, and it's drop 4 right now, so yeah, just to encourage teams where possible, just be as ready as you can be, and that does help speed things along.
Oh, okay, you can do one BTC. I'm going to do the other side.
I'm doing one BTC, so just give me a heads up. You do the other side first.
Alright, so Bears Brawlers, you're not going to believe this. You aren't actually. Considering what we just discussed, this is just going to dumbfound you. We have a Hunchback 4P, which is cool. I like that Hunchback 4P. I'm a big fan. A Direwolf.
Lovely.
Right, Doxim's in a Direwolf. We have... What do we got on the Direwolf here? The Direwolf build has the Ultra Dakar, of course. We've got a Commando 2D, a Hunchback 2C for Blue Saros, And Spirit Walking is in the Kodiak 3. The Dakar machine. And Drop Bear is in a Timby S again. Ultra AC 20 for Drop Bear. UAC 20. Now that is something I have not seen in comp.
And 5 EO mediums. Yeah, I'm looking at the builds here. Now I'm just going to flick through the builds on the 1 BTC side as we overlook data with the camera. Hunter Club is running that laser bomb with the heavies and mediums on the Marauder 2C. We have a Hellbringer with heavies and ER mediums again. A Ultra, like a Dakar Marauder 2C, which is on right side stack, so go watch that sides also. The Bushwhack with missile, the SRMs and rocket launchers. Ranger Dave, 6 SRM, 6 Jenner.
You're not going to believe this. 1 BTC had taken up the same position they had last game where they got absolutely position rocked on from low ground. Oh, this is not good. This is not good if Bears...
Oh, Ranger Dave, mate, watch out!
Dave, oh, nearly delete. That's 20%, thank you very much. Yeah, that hurt his little nose there, tell you what.
Oh, the cross strikes there, that was pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah, so there's 1 BTC, they don't have...
Blue Saros is injured though.
Yep.
Oh, original force! Original force!
You've just pushed in too far.
Oh, mate! He got rocket launches off. What? This is a... Oh, rip that guy.
Mistakes were made.
Oh, yeah, make that mistake once.
Yeah, you can't make it a second time, can you?
Major Dave, though. Dave Oak around the back. Watch this.
Yep.
What's the sacrifice game here?
Who's he going to go for?
Oh, Drop Bear.
Bang! Oh,
Jing goes down.
Shot the bumhole. What is that he said? Oh!
Now Drop Bear's turned. Spirit Walker's now in a huge amount of trouble. Mercury's crit CT.
Boxham's getting...
Oh, Davo, you cooked it, mate. Oh, there he goes.
No. Should have shot... Oh, no. No, that wasn't enough. It's turned the Bears Brawlers around a little bit, but
yeah.
The distraction hasn't been enough for 1 BTC to capitalise.
I mean, Blue Saros is very, very hurt in that, but Drop Bear's coming. Yes, he is hurt, but he is still alive. Spirit Walker's hurt. I mean, look, Bears Brawlers' armor rotations this game has been absolutely phenomenal. In terms of...
Very good firing line there. I think.
And look at this, the 93% hunchback. This is, look, Zodic here is made a brilliant play, which is, hey, he's realised he's super fresh, just charge him.
Yep, you're at the front, and that is almost a clean sweep. It is a clean sweep.
It is a clean sweep. That is a 6-0 result.
Wow, Dolph, Kodiak, I'm not sure I would have seen that happen on this on this map, in all honesty. I am kind of shocked at that.
I know, he runs through the numbers.
Oh, box him in a dial off 986. You've got to be bloody kidding, right? Wow, look at that. And Kodiak 3 only with 317, that's kind of a surprise, but he did take a big beating early, so I think he lost a torso early. We have Hunter Club with 351. Tipping out the board there for Mad in the Mad 2C for 1 BTC. Original Force getting 92 damage in his suicide run there. That's actually not too bad, I suppose, considering you charge into a Dakar wall of absolute death.
I mean, he had rocket launchers, so that's a thing, as well. But yeah, that's again. I think the focus fire and armor rotation was just so much better for Bears Brawlers there. The armor rotation. You know, if you guys are some of you watching on Unicomp, look at what Bears Brawlers did by cycling the mechs that were hurt towards the back, and the ones that are fresh just charge up in the face, just get up in there. And you guys, if you're in solo queue or quick play or faction, same sort of thing. Like in faction, if you push a gate and you see your friendlies getting hurt and you're fresh, just move up in front.
Yep. You can hold down the Q key, see all the percentages on the map at any point,
live.
and work it out from there.
A lot of lives echoing me.
Oh, really? I can just move him if I have to.
No, it's it. Dash cam.
Oh, he's got to turn that icon off.
Yep.
Do you want to take the map ban votes and off these guys, and I'll run through the map strat, the rundown of last match.
Sure thing. So let's just do the map bans. That'll be good. Okay.
Okay, team 2 map ban first, please. What map ban are you banning?
Find out. The bans this week are from Polar, Frozen, or Alpine.
Alright, we're giving away 1000 MC, are we? Okay, it looks like Live's going to do a giveaway for 1000 MC, I'm not sure.
So let's go with that.
Polar, Frozen, and Alpine.
So, guys, just remain active in chat if you can, and then the Twitch chat bot will see your activity and chuck you in the draw. Alright, one BTC are going to choose a map to ban first.
Yep, just waiting for them to submit their votes.
No worries.
Just waiting for one BTC here to pick their vote. Let's
So,
go.
I think what we've seen here is that I think we're still streaming. There's nothing wrong with the stream. Just want to make sure.
No, it's looking good. I've still got it going around in the background here. It looks looking tip top, mate.
Okay, Frozen has been banned.
Frozen down.
Yep. Roger. And now what?
City is down.
What
and-
remains? Ban Alpine. Polar Highlands.
Oh yeah, baby. I had a feeling that this was coming on this drop for sure.
Polar Highlands. Drop 5.
If
Get
this is not
keen.
Lermageddon and all the missiles will blot out the sun, I'll
Mr.
be
Bear
surprised.
has been preparing for this.
I'm sure he's been sitting there at work, twiddling his thumbs, just going, right, now how many LRMs can we fit on how many mechs?
Well, just so everyone knows, this is a 450 ton drop. Max. 450 tons between 6 pilots is 75 average each. That is huge.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking stock, Nike D's or Supernova A's could be brought with a Naka. Like, what?
Yep.
Hey, no Supernovas yet. Have we seen any Supernovas?
No, we haven't. And you know what we haven't seen either? You can go the awesome 8R. That is an excellent.
Oh my goodness. Now,
With the LRM 15 cooldown on that thing, I'll tell you what, you can actually vote for LRM 15s for comp because you don't need that much ammo. And you could literally blot the sky out with lerms out of that thing.
and you know what? We're looking at the 3 caps here, just so everyone can see. The 2 home caps are no longer in place. So no Sigma, no Gamma. It is actually an EPS Kappa on the north west and Theta on the southeast is going to be in place. So 3 very spread out cap points.
Yeah. I think the Kappa and Epsi side is the side that's going to be, well, where most of the fighting is simply because of where the cap points are. They're closer together than where Theta is. And so that would be the logical play. To sort of see that fighting in around sort of this area of the map, I would imagine. Look, Theta could definitely come into play in terms of taking it, but if you can control Kappa and Epsi, you basically control the map.
Absolutely.
Alrighty.
Now, can you make sure that the captains get the TS details? I'm not sure how we send
I
that to
will.
them. Because what we'll do, so everyone watching, after this drop, we will be forming up the lobby with the 2400 tonners pilots, okay? So make sure you use whatever, use the instructions in the chat to get into that. And that we'll basically form that lobby up as we are doing the captain's interviews, okay? So that will be happening straight after this drop, okay? Now note that because of the delay, for the competitive reasons, you will likely be getting invites while this match is finishing. So just, if you have entered, and you have your 100 ton already, just keep a lookout on your alerts tab in game. Really appreciate that.
And it'll be from me, guys, so just call me Ash in game. You'll cop a few invites, definitely while the interviews are going, because we'll flush the lobby and get set up so we can kick off this one as well, which will be pretty awesome. I'm actually looking forward to this. Alright, we're nearly ready.
they're getting ready. Like, so just from a standpoint, background standpoint, Bears Brawlers have actually been around for quite some time. They've actually come together from a heap of different units. The main one, of course, being the 256 Bear Cav. There's a few pods coming through. I remember from playing in 13th Legion, or I think a couple from Fatal. There's Tog, the older gamers in there too. There's a few pods in there from a range of backgrounds, and a few from A2 as well.
I think some of them also boxing and that were in 256 for a long time, but I suspect that they've dropped Unitech simply to go for
Faction warfare,
Midway and all that sort of stuff. So yeah,
absolutely. So, it's good to see the Bears Brawlers, a very long-term experienced team here, still playing and doing very well tonight. With a 3-1 lead going into it. One BTC, an up-and-coming team. They've actually been around for a while now, and kind of making their debut last year. We actually interviewed them last week in their match against DSA, was it? No.
I don't know, mate. To be honest, I've been absolutely pumped with work this week. I haven't paid any attention to what happened much last week. Aside
No, dude, we shoutcasted it.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Last week was one BTC. It wasn't DSA.
No. Oh, CXF, Crossfire.
Yeah, Crossfire. Yeah,
it's Crossfire. Yeah.
The one you're talking about.
Yeah, Crossfire.
Yep.
And so it was interesting seeing the more experienced team. I guess Crossfire's been around for a while too, but Bears Brawlers is probably the most experienced of this Division B, been around for a bit longer. And doing quite well. Probably been the favourites for those that have been trying to put tips on. Waiting for Live to ready up.
Ready up, Mr. Live, so we can get this last match underway, please. Thank you. Rock and roll. Bears been around. They've been doing MRBC for a very, very long time. Whereas Crossfire and one BTC are new, and they both came about roughly about the same time, those two guys actually, so a little bit fresh in experience, with BTC obviously showing last week with their win that they had maybe a little bit better planning rather than necessarily experience, considering they've both sort of had roughly the same amount of comp experience themselves.
Well, another thing to note,
one to Crossfire were actually a couple of their other very regular players down, because some of their players have infiltrated the ranks of JGX.
That's true. There's been a bit of a change up there. Another thing to note is that so far in this division, the only teams that have brought Lerms have been teams that have won their drops. So one BTC won drop 5 last week with Lerms. Tonight, the one drop Bears did not bring LRMs. They lost. So.
Yeah, I know, right? Are we reading too much into this or what?
Well. I don't know, but all I know is that we have a bunch of mechs here. Can you read through the one BTC mechs for us?
Ooh, okay, so we have I'm going to jump into the mechs for this one, I think. Original Forces in a Night Gear... okay. A Night Gear D with 5 Clan AC2s and 1 Heavy Medium Laser. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that build, to be honest. We have a Hellbringer with 4 ER large for Cuttlebot. That's very, very standard. He's got the ECM on there. Not really sure it's worth it, to be honest. I've taken the ECM off my Hellbringers with ER large these days. We've got the King Crab again with rotary AC2s, which featured very, very highly in that last drop last week on Tourmaline, and UAC 5s. And he's got AMS fitted. So AMS, preparation. ECM, right? So ECM and AMS equipped. Supernova C for Stewin here has 4 ER large and the 4 ER mediums. It's a pretty standard build there. And Freerider has 2 heavy mediums, a bunch of light machine guns, and also Clan ECM. So,
rightio.
We've got a little bit of anti-LRMs. They're almost prepared for it.
And that's not a bad idea on Pole Highlands. The cover isn't everywhere. So here we go. We've got Zodic, Supernova C, 2 ER large, 6 medium pulse. Boxham 6 AC2s. Oh, Mr. Bear, 4 LRM 10s, 2 machine guns, 2 small pulse.
On a Jagermech 6, are you kidding me?
On a Jagermech A, and then Blue Ceros with an Archer with 6 ER mediums and 3 LRM 10s with Artemis. This is happening already, and I've got to catch up to what the action here. I've got Spirit Walker with the Daka Kodiak. We have a Stealth Tag Narc ER Medium Raven as Drop Bear. Drop Bear is Stealth Tag Narc ECM. My goodness.
That is pure support mech right there. Eat your heart out.
And I'm going to go to his cam.
Yep, you've got to play support light. This is and play that.
Oh,
little,
he's going to knock the king crab. He's going to.
You
Is
know
he?
What? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter right now because he's too far away.
Narcs have a 600-meter range though.
No, for the looms.
True. That's a good point. He's probably waiting for the right moment.
I reckon he's. What is that? That's got to be.
Oh, probably over a kilometer.
1,300, I reckon. At a guess. Nearly. He's
They actually choose to box him though.
He's patient.
There you go. There's a narc. We have a narc officially on the supernova.
Drop Bear is stalking his target with the narc.
The Archer has opened its side torso missile bay doors, and there we go.
Hey, they come! I can see them.
Stacks on.
What? He's out of range. Yeah, max range.
No.
Oh no, they are doing damage, but the AMS King Crab doing his job.
And just so you know that there was about 40 rounds of narc on that Raven, so there is plenty of narking to be had this match. In the backfield though, we do have a cheater free rider AU from 1 BTC going around the back, potentially.
Now, the problem we have here is that Stewart is still getting lurmed, and the Hellbringer of Cuttlebody's over the other side of the map.
Well,
he's not helping out his teammate in any way, shape, or form.
No, well the Hellbringer was narked as well earlier. Yeah, Stewart. Yeah, Stewart is now halved. He's down to 2 ELRs alone. That barrage is not stopping anytime soon. 20% and lowering as we speak. Oh, legged as well. 13%. This is a very low percentage for any mech.
Free Rider just came up the bum of boxing then, and he's at 79%.
I mean, that's forced that Mauler to turn around. Student does go down to the Lerms there.
Yeah,
but that Mauler is a big amount of firepower turn. Spirit Walker though, just got ripped in that Kodiak from range fire with those lasers. He's one shot in the center torso.
Cuttlebot's backed out. Actually, I'm not sure Cuttlebot's ECM is maxed out on the skill tree because he was getting lurmed from 600 meters away.
Yep.
Now, that's a little bit of an error there in the skill tree. Since it changed, if you're running ECM, you must take the 2 ECM nodes on that skill tree. Otherwise, you can still be picked up and targeted from nearly, I think it's 700 meters away or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh dear, King Crab in trouble.
Now, it's a 1 kill each. Oh, no. This 1 AMS is not going to be enough to solve all your...
Now, surely. Let me have a look.
Oh, I got no idea. All I know is, looking at the little spec cam, and that is some lurms coming in.
King Crab's got no AMS left.
Oh.
He went through 2,000 rounds in all of about 2 minutes. I reckon he went through those rounds just on the Supernova, to be honest.
This is a clinical LRM, hybrid deck. Yeah, this is, bring that stealth Raven. Oh, Mr. Bear again with that Jaeger mech A, the quad LRM 10s, dropping another mech. Look where the kills are going.
This is definitely a way to do it. Bring a couple of ER large to suppress and annoy, and then you pest.
And the blue firing line of Bearcat, the Emu Parade coming in on Hunter Club, converging.
Look at them all spread out here. This is how you spread up a firing line to push on Polar Highlands.
There goes Hunter.
12 wide. Well, not in comp you don't, but you spread out nice and wide like this. Present 4 or 5 targets at once and control. Oh, original force in trouble.
Now, technically it's not game over yet. If Free Rider runs, no, he's gonna go in. Free Rider runs.
Oh no,
he's not running. He's not running. Oh, he legged the Mauler. I don't know if it was worth it though. The Mauler pretty slow already. He's just now gonna get LRM'd. 3 caps. They had 3 caps though. Oh, 4 minutes left. I don't know if he would have won that anyway, but he's legged now. GG.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Now they can cap everything.
Oh, hang on. The King Crab's still alive. You've got
what? No. Your bug.
The game bug. Oh,
yeah.
Game bug. Yep.
Because
the crabs are dead on the ground.
Yeah. The crab is a giant walking pancake. It is very flat mech.
Yep. Yeah. Look, if 1 BTC kept running the caps.
I think they could have done it. I actually think that the cheetah running immediately and staying alive.
Right, so 380 caps right now with 3 minutes to go. I don't think there is any way that 1 BTC could have lost that. To be honest, the Bears would not have been able to get sufficient cap numbers back in their favour to win the game.
The play for that, I reckon, is you send a light to baby one of the points, and you just let the timer roll, let everything else happen, and then you just run that light, and just baby a point. I mean, now that they're all dead, now Sigma can be capped as well, which is not happening. I'm actually surprised. Wait! Is this? It's not GG yet, is it? Oh, actually, no, I think Epsilon's. This is going to be close on the timer. It's not game over.
One BTC will still win this on time.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to get 3 caps in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
They won't be able to counteract us.
Yeah, one BTC won it. Yeah, just the quick numbers in my head, they're going to win it.
And Freerider AU there actually already won the game. I mean, I still think for security, I think staying alive there is a stronger play, but you know.
But they've done it. No, they've done it. No, there's no way that
2.5 minutes.
In 2.5 minutes are going to get the ticks to do this.
They need to go Sigma and Gamma. I mean, we do have a mech going to Gamma. That is the Raven. But is that a legged Raven? No, he's fine.
No, he's just not going to get
He's fully fresh. I mean,
yeah.
Or yeah.
There in time.
I mean, they need to send mech to Sigma. This Mauler is legged, so.
Yeah, Mauler's legged. He's not going anywhere.
Look at make an attempt. Just on principle, I guess.
You get 200 caps, 250 caps in 2 minutes. No.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good series. You know. Rightio.
There we go.
So just let's think about this for a bit. I mean, they sent 2 mechs to the same cap. Interesting. We can have a look at the mechs left.
See, they've sent the wrong mech to the wrong cap point here. They should have split up MC. Their Raven goes Sigma, and one of their other non-busted mechs go to Gamma, and would have been able to pull this off.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the things about Bath Midway is that, like, you don't actually often hit caps at 750. It's not that at all. It's a 10-minute game. It's you know, the timer is a really pressuring factor.
It is. Battle for Midway is the clock, yeah, not the caps. The caps don't matter so much. It's more about how many caps you have when that timer gets to that 10-minute mark.
Right.
It's not 15 minutes like a normal quick play.
Absolutely.
Massive difference. And they've done it.
And you know, if you look through the mechs of Bears Brawlers, they are quite fresh. They're quite well off.
Very fresh, yeah.
And I think we can say that Bears Brawlers they won the fight. They absolutely won the fight. Not just in this drop, but also the night. Oh, they got enough. That 5th cap.
They got it.
The fifth cap. That's what they needed. That 5th cap. And there's 30 seconds left. That was so close though. I reckon the algorithm have only been ahead by a few points there.
There you go. You have to hit the 5 cap to make the game trigger a win.
But how close was that? So let's.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh.
Wowee. Mr. Bear, 994 damage in the Yagamech. Blue Saros, 939 damage in the Archer 2R. And Boxim actually not too bad there either. 692 in the Mauler.
Well, he's out of ammo.
It's, yeah, not bad. Nike D, 523 for 1 BTC. Hunter Club and Nike Prime, 685. Not bad. Not bad either. Good showing. And unfortunately, they're stewing 100 damage in that Supernova from getting the early narc. Ooh, wow.
And so the King Crab at half that as well. So you know those big 1900 tonners there absolutely got nailed by these lambs. So very hurt. Now the thing is I was gonna say yeah, this again, the team that brings LRMs wins. That is what we have confirmed, and has been a repeatable. Yeah, it's just been proven to be true again. That is a 6 kill for how many lost on Bear's side? I think they lost 1 mech.
Yes. They lost the
Kodiak.
Kodiak. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we can update that. Hit the pre-drop. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Mayblade's doing something weird. Oh well, that's fine. So we have Bears Brawlers with 4 wins, 4 drop wins, 29 kills against 1 BTC, 1 win, 6 kills.
Yep.
Okay. Rightio. So.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Ash, can you work on getting the captains in to the lobby? That would be great.
On that. Yep, we got 1.
Excellent.
There's one, just waiting for one of the other guys to log on at the moment. Oh, I'm going to flush this lobby out while we wait so I can get this other stuff started.
Well, while that's happening, I'm just going to talk a bit about the map strat here. The map strat probably isn't the best way to communicate exactly what was happening there. So instead, I'm still going to do it anyway. Essentially, it's a bit hard to draw, yeah, to be honest. But we see Bears Brawls kind of go for up one side and just really get LRM fire. Using that sneaking Raven around the back. So I'm just going to draw that Raven line in orange. I think he went... I'm going to get the line completely wrong. I think he went wide. But anyway, you get the idea. Is that basically that flanking Raven got narcs and dropped his assault mechs. And that really is all she wrote. After that, was a bit of focus fire on the way down. Okay. So, we have with us Mr. Bear and Wiltonen. First of all, let's talk to Wiltonen. G'day, how you going?
Yeah, g'day guys, how we going?
Hey mate.
Hello, this is Bear.
Hey mate.
Oops.
So, thanks for the game tonight. Really awesome matches. Great to have you guys on again. So, Wiltonen, first of all, what was your kind of thoughts on the Mining Collective strats?
Look, tonight we sort of thought about it. We realised that Bears Brawlers, they're just better brawlers than we are, and to try and play a cap game on them. So we tried to control the map and have at least 2 caps to 1, and tried to play a bit of hide and seek on them in the first match. And I thought we were doing a reasonably good job, and then one of our guys got a little bit toey when he thought we caught one of their lights at a cap point by himself, and so we pressed in to try and gank him, and then yeah, he had some friends around which we didn't see. So, but then on the second game, yeah, we were gonna try and brawl in, but we realised that they'd hit the wrong cap point, and so it was a bit chaotic for a second because we were setting ourselves up for the brawl, getting into the group, and we were just about to push in when I realised what had just happened, and so told the guys, hey, they've hit the wrong cap point. Do we want to split? And everyone sort of went, what happened? And it was at that exact moment Bears Brawlers pushed straight into us and just started hammering us. So it was a bit chaotic for a second until we could get the message out to our lights to just break and find somewhere to hide, but yeah, it was a bit chaotic there for a second, but a lot of fun.
Rightio. And so, what's kind of your preparation for this match? Like, what's all your practice and your preparation like?
Yep, carry on, Bill.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're pretty relaxed. We, as we spoke last week, we're sort of a bit of a training group. We've got a lot of new players joining us this year. Never played sort of comp before, so we're pretty relaxed. We just try and get into the private lobbies and just have a look around and try and find places that we can set up our gun lines and stuff and try and practice as much as we can. But finding the right time to get all sort of 8 or 10 or 12 of us onto the lobby at the same time is always a challenge. Real life seems to get in the way.
Yeah, right. So Mr. Bear, congratulations on the win. Good work. So what was kind of your thoughts on? Let's go through the first few drops on mining first. How did you plan those ones out?
Okay, basic plan that we had was, okay, we can't do range to save our lives unless we're running missiles. So we basically brawl. Yeah.
That's the most brutal honesty I think I've ever heard on a post-comp interview, mate.
Given the number of comp games we played, given the number of lerms we run, Yeah. But generally speaking, it was to get that brawl in at Theta, because Theta's generally the brawl point for most games. So the whole plan was fast lights to take the flanks, do a cap, and then basically hope that one BTC pushes into Theta and we get that nice brawl. Then Will decided to make us go hunt the squirrel. Now,
Sorry
if you were on
about
our TS and you heard us screaming at our pilots not to cap FC, that would have been entertaining, but yeah, they went oops after that. So FC got capped by mistake. So, you know, there you go. It's okay. All in good fun. But yeah, it was a fairly straightforward. The whole plan was to basically engage at Theta Brawl and try to win there. So
Fair enough.
My fear was that if one BTC played the sniping game, then yeah, we'd probably have a harder time.
So now for both of you guys, on Grim Plexus, we were talking about the three really spread out caps. We had what's the approach. Both times the main force just went straight to Kappa. Like what was your decision making for both you guys of just going, nah, just push Kappa and shoot stuff?
Well, basically, we just thought that best bet was to try and get in and try and find a spot where we could pour some fire down onto Kappa and hopefully not take too much back. But probably the plan didn't work quite as well as we'd hoped.
We pretty much had the same plan. Where we looked at the map, Kappa was basically the main engagement area. So our plan was basically one ninja to run to the end caps, take those and basically force the engagement at Kappa. Because if you look at the strategy, all 3 points are very spread out. So once you hold a point, you're gonna have to commit to it. That's my opinion. Unless you've got like a fast group of mechs to basically spread out and do that crazy cap all the points. So which is why we ran with a stealth Raven and a stealth Commando. That was the basic plan.
Well, we actually noticed on that both of your Ravens were stealth armor, and we actually had a stealth Raven duel at the end, which is something which is, I think the first time we've ever seen that in comp. And we also had the spec cam stuff, so we had both cockpit views and the overhead view of two stealth Ravens going at it. Were you guys surprised that the other team brought stealth Ravens as well?
I mean, great minds think alike, right, Will?
Hey.
I think it's a. Remember, you got to understand that with stealth armor now, it does give some advantage if it's played properly. So the whole point is, given how spread out the caps are, it actually does work if you actually do it properly. And to be fair, I did put my better pilots in the stealth Raven, so I wasn't so worried about it.
That's cool. I mean, like I myself, I own two stealth stalkers, and I'm very big fans of them. So I was very excited to see the stealth armor there. So I guess moving on to the final drop. This is like, the fifth drop is always interesting with so much talent in the field. Wilton, just walk us through your comms. Like, talk us through the comms that you're going through your team in that last drop.
Actually, unfortunately, I wasn't actually in that drop, so I wasn't in the room with them. I was trying to sit with, because we got one of our new guys dropping in that last drop, and I was sort of sitting next to him, trying to help him out, and because he's new, he's not the most chatty guy on comm. So he was telling me that they were trying to pick out targets. So I noticed that tended to be when one of the bears put their head up, it tended to get shot at from sort of 2 or 3 directions. So that was heartening to see that there was some focus coming in from the guys. We managed to core out the Kodiak reasonably quick and caught out a couple, but it was I'm just not quite able to finish off any one of them. So the bears were really good at shuffling their damaged mechs back and pushing the fresh ones to the front. So kudos to them for that. And those LRMs just kept raining in, so that was I I'm almost glad I wasn't in that last drop too.
Rightio. So Mr. Bear.
All I can say is, Mr. Bear, you're lucky I wasn't in there because I would have brought my LRMs with me as well. So
That's what I was hoping for, dude. My
Yeah.
drop bear has specific instructions to hunt you down first.
we had one guy because with our numbers tonight, we were trying to rotate as many pilots through the matches as we could, and so that's why we were constantly changing out pilots, and it meant that everyone got to do at least 3 drops tonight. But one guy asked if he could do a 4th, and being the team captain, I volunteered my spot in the last drop for him to have a go. And so, yeah, unfortunately we couldn't have a Lerm fight on Polar. I would have loved it.
Rightio. So, Bear, Mr. Bear, is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, we have Spirit who's fairly new as well. This is his first comp, so we're breaking him in gently. Because the thing is, most of the guys have been playing with us for MRBC and stuff, so we're not so bad. And I think Jay-Z, you know I will run Lerms one way or another.
Well, they have a 100% win rate. So far, last week in Drop 5, one BTC brought Lambs on Tourmaline and won that drop. And now tonight,
Yeah.
the only drop you lost, Bear, was the one, Mr. Bear, was the one you didn't bring Lambs.
I can't help it if my guys can't read a map. It's alright. Very good. I think like I said, Division B is kind of more relaxed, so we can do funny things and kind of like test out crazy ideas. So that's what I like about Division, playing in Division B and not against you guys in ISRC in Division A. It's a lot more casual. I can tell my guys, let's just run crazy stuff. We can run our Urbies, we can run Lerms. We were gonna run MRMs, and then somebody pointed out that LRMs would be better on Polar. So there you go. But yeah, good fun. So looking forward to more BFM games. Thanks to Live and you guys for organizing it.
No worries. So, yeah, Wilton, any other closing thoughts?
Yeah, look, I would like to say a big shout out to the boys. It was a good effort tonight. Considering we were a bit outgunned, I think the guys put in a big effort, and we'll go back now to the drawing board and look at what we've done and look for ways to improve and just try and improve those little 1%ers. And as they say in the big leagues, we'll just take it one game at a time.
Sounds good.
All I gotta say is Kernopaski next week, Crossfire.
True.
I will make it rain.
I think Crossfire against Vez Brawl match is very highly anticipated, and it's like that's we're really excited for that one because let's say Crossfire happens to win that would mean each of the 3 teams have won, paper scissors rocked each other, which I don't know what that means, but it'd be quite a close season because, as you know, just so the viewers as well understand, is that the teams aren't just competing against each other alone every match. They're actually competing for leaderboard points essentially. So every drop you win, every mech you kill helps with that. So that is huge. Even if you're not playing on that night, you're actually watching along, going, "Oh, hang on, these teams are getting lots of points tonight, or getting lots of kills. What does this mean for our own leaderboard standing?" So there's a bit of excitement on there as well. Also, we're getting ready for a 100-ton event. Now, Ash, am I correct in saying that there is space still so we can get Mr. Bear and Wilton to get their own guys in there too?
Yeah, if you've got a 100-ton brawler, we can get you guys into the lobby for 500 MC, no dramas.
Yeah, I'll let my guys know. I gotta head off and take my cat to the vet first. Alright, you guys.
No worries. Well, let you guys know, and yeah, thanks so much, Mr. Bear. We enjoyed having you on.
Thanks guys.
Thanks again, guys, for casting as well.
Oh, that's all right.
No worries.
Ash, Jay-Z, thank you very much, guys. Will.
No worries, guys. Thank you.
See you in the battle.
See you, Bear.
See you, Bear.
Laters.
So we'll then just let you guys know too if you want to get the one BTC fellas in.
Yep.
Dax on 100-ton brawlers, and just make sure Ash knows who to get in there.
Sure, I'll certainly jump over to the TeamSpeak and let them know.
Alrighty, getting it finished off now. I think we've just about got enough people in. Let me have a quick look. Is there anyone else that I missed?
Yeah.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
I know you and Love are running this 100-ton thing.
Oh yeah, I
It's
think we're just about there.
yeah, it looks like it's pretty underway. Are you doing 7v7 or something like that?
I think it's going to be close to that. Yeah,
Yep.
I think so. Everyone's jumping on the TS now. That's good, so we can drag a couple of people down here for some hilarious shit after this game.
Yeah, you can probably jump on top. I think we might do this event, shoutcast it, and then have a bit more of, I don't know, the respectful sort of thing.
That's a good idea.
If there's space, if there's not 12 on each side, Ash, feel free to bring in Yana for Sui Spec.
Oh, yep. I'll send you an invite for spec there.
Just remember to make sure that 20 tons is, not accounted for.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not too worried about that. Alright, I think we're just about even. Oh no.
It's 8v8. It is 8v8, so it is even.
No, because live isn't in, I don't think.
No, live is in, but he's on the. Can you chuck another team 1, please?
Yeah.
Alright, so live is in, he's competing, that's fine. And so what that means is well, you must have live cam on stream, that's fine. Alright.
Yep, that's not gonna matter. We've got his cockpit in there. That'll be alright. That'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be right, mate, no worries. Alright, better ready up, hey?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
It's 8v8. This is subtle. Let's just bring back 8v8. Hear that? 8v8.
That's it.
Yeah. I know about the overlay. I'm aware. It's got a delay.
Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go. Rock and roll, baby. I don't know what the bloody hell's about that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, nah.
Nothing good is going to come from this.
What? It's entertainment. It's explosions. It's action.
Oh yeah, it's going to be nothing good as in just 100 tons of just what is it? 1,600 tons of death.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to turn the dash cams on early, just because why not? We can load the Terra Therma 3 times.
Yeah.
Alright, just make sure you tell everyone it's H8. Get everyone to get up there first, and then yeah.
I already told them all. No weapon shooting until we let them know that it's weapons free.
Yeah. And I'm just going to fly around here.
Flying around Mount Doom.
Yep.
I can't type yet. Why?
Well, look, I thought it is Friday night. I mean, go take some puppies to Isengard.
The only problem with 100 tonners is it takes bloody 4 minutes to walk up here.
Oh, look,
That's okay.
should we do the Tate Humps Isengard song remix?
Oh, we got some music? Yeah.
No, I don't really want to play that. I actually kind of don't.
Well, look at this, baby. No one listened. Okay, so one person was intelligent enough to listen to my sneaky suggestion. The Atlas D is the most tankiest. Well, I suppose aside from an Annihilator with some quirks, is the tankiest and then most agile 100-tonner that you can bring. So Kamikaze, listening to that, whether he lives at the end or not, we'll see whether I'm going to be justified. But Atlas 7S, look at that, making a comeback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Atlas 7 S.
Well, I'm going to go through the Team 1 mechs. So we have Hate Priest, 4 ASRM6, 2 ER mediums, and LBX20. Firehawk is bringing an Atlas S with 4 medium pulse, 4 ASRM6, and a heavy Gauss.
What a crap build that is, Firehawk. That's terrible.
Draven Dragonslayer is running a Ultra 5s, Ultra 10s, Laser AMS Kodiak. Balin, Balin's running an Ultra 20 and 4SM6 Atlas. John the Russian is running 6 regular medium lasers, 2 heavy Gauss Annihilator. Kondo is running a Direwolf with... Oh my goodness! What the... 9 medium pulse, 6 light machine gun?
What?
Kamikaze Viking is running an Atlas D, AC-20, 4 medium lasers, 2 RDSRM6s. That build has not changed since the Founders package was released.
It's disgusting.
Psycho Cop is running a Atlas RS with an Ultra 20, 2 MRAM 30s.
Oh! Ooh.
So a chainsaw style build. And let's just go through Red Team's builds here.
Righto, so Ranger Dave here with 4 rocket launcher 20s, 4 medium pulse, and 1 AC-20. Oh god. Jesus. That's hot. Live is in a AC-20 4 SRM6 Atlas with a flamer. What kind of wanker brings a flamer?
Live.
To Terra Therma. That's disgusting. That is just outright feral. Drop Bear here, 4 medium pulse, 4 SRM4 and AC-20. That's going to be nice and toasty. Alerm God in a Spirit Bear. Now those things have been dead since Engine Desync, so I don't know what he intends to be doing. Oh, people are cheating. No cheating. Hang on a minute.
Are they shooting on sight?
No, I saw that. So type into the chat no cheating, please. I saw someone shoot Lerm God then. Lerm God's got 4 SRM6, LBX20 and heavy mediums. That's interesting. Kageru is a Couchy, has 2 flamers, so he's like live but even more rude. In an AS7S with SRM6's AC-20, standard. Annihilator for Krasnopesky here with 1 LBX10, 2 LBX20s, and a flamer. More filth. Flay 123. Flay 123 is not going to do anything special here with 2 Ultra AC-20s. He's going to overheat in about 3 seconds, and 4 heavy medium lasers. I'm not sure what's going on there, other than cooking chicken for dinner. And another AS7S for Omni Musha. SRM6s, AC-20, and flamers. What is with you naughty people and flamers? So that rounds out Team 2.
Rightio. The combatants are getting set up. And remember, Live's running this show, so we can just blame him if anything goes wrong. This is great. I'm just sarcasm this.
Look at this Atlas parade coming up here, right? They're all just bumping into each other.
Yep. Bit of flame.
This is hilarious. This is actually pretty funny to watch all these Atli, I suppose, isn't it?
It's at Loxon, isn't it?
Where did you learn to pilot a mech, mate? You need to walk left and right. There we go. Look at that. Kondo gets straight up.
I still think I want to see Kondo Cam. I'm gonna go to Kondo Cam for this one because this build is just brilliant.
This is 9 medium pulse. Oh wow, that's crazy. And look at that. The Annihilators get up there easy peasy. Jesus, what are you doing? That's you need to wiggle, right? You need to wiggle your bum a bit, Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at these white atlases everywhere! Oh, I'm loving this.
Oh, this is pretty. Rightio. There's just a.
Again next time.
Oh yeah, mate. I'm pretty sure I suggested this. Like, hey mate, let's just get everyone in on the end and just do dumb stuff. All right, so this.
Call that Lerm God here for hiding behind Flay. Using him as a meat shield, or is maybe that.
Hey, no, Ash. We gotta get Ash.
Krasnopesky and Lerm God here who are walking into each other, deliberately trying to
get
in each other.
They're probably shielding from each other. Exactly. These two. Oi. You know what Lerm God's weakness is? Being asked about himself.
And look at Live. He's got a flamer basically in the doodle of his Atlas, and he looks like he's trying to pee on Lerm God, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of a little bit of Transformers there.
Oh, why do I even have a mini-map up? I don't need that. Oh, I may as well just have it up. Why not?
Alright, are you ready?
Mate, I'm always ready.
Alright, I am ready. Going on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom time!
Airstrike activated.
Airstrike activated. What a surprise, eh? Now, how do they do this?
Oh, look at the action! Oh, there's so much action! Oh, look at the action!
My machine guns.
The machine gun's going cross map. Kondo just going all into Lermgod. Going legs day, it looks like. Just spreading out from the outside. Kag and Hayfreeze going at it. There's just 2 2-8 members going at it. It's Kondo and Lerm and Hate and Kag going at it. Lerm is legged.
We got the Annihilator.
Haypriest is halved. Loses the LB20.
Kaguru is dead. Hey Priest got him, I think. I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, mate. It's just, I think it's just 2 2-8 guys holding the W key and blowing each other up, mate. This is.
Psycho Cop's in trouble on this side. Oh,
yeah.
Drop Air is going at him. Like a freight train.
Firehawk is going up to Onimushashin. Oh, Firehawk gets halved there. Lermgod blows himself up because why not? Especially the mask and the legs.
Wow.
And here we go. Live goes down to self-destruction.
Drop Air's coming. Ballion's overheated.
Ranger Dave is going to pop here.
Flay's coming.
Oh,
no.
Look, it's 4-3.
Hang on. Kondo's still alive?
Kondo's still alive. He is in a dive. He's just holding the fire button. But Krasapesky and Flay.
I don't even know what.
Kamikaze is just doing his own thing. He does that.
Uh-oh.
But it's 3-2.
Right, Kondo. Look,
2 all. 2 remaining.
Annihilator coming at you to annihilate you.
And Kraz is losing weapons here. No, he's not. He's still got a full complement of firepower. Kraz is just going to clean up here, I reckon.
And here comes Cammy.
Finally, Kondo goes down, but there's a fresh Kamikaze Viking to worry about.
Just about out of ammo, surely.
No, he's good. He's just out of heat because he overheated like a scrub. So it's just now... Oh, no, Flay's too fresh. Flay is now too fresh. Yep. Kraz is just tanking it still. He's only lost a single LBX-10. This is a good build. I like that. I like how he's built that.
Oh, he's doing a bit of torso twisting there, Mr. Cammy.
Yep, Cam's still got his AC-20 and 3 of his medium lasers.
He's kind of left at the end.
Yeah.
Partly, right?
I mean, you see, the damage is getting spread around. You know, the CT on Flay is almost down.
Oh, gee whiz.
And I think Kraz would have got probably. If we go by percentages, well, I mean, Lust of Eye is a bit hard to find out.
Close. Only having 2 mechs at 75% or 51% and 75 with it basically CT cooked.
Let's have.
Good.
Oh, Krasnopesky, what the?
Krasnopesky, 1648 damage. I don't know what to say about that. That is just.
That's just damage.
Flay 1041. That rounds out the top 2 on that side, and then Kamikaze with 1221 on that side. I don't know how we split the MC up because there's 2 mechs still alive, but that's Live's problem.
That's Live's problem, mate. That's completely Live's issue to figure out.
I don't care about that, but
yeah. Well, and look, and as we talked about,
hunted then. Kagero got hunted.
well, here we go. Like, look at the 2-8 members. It's just like, you know, the 2-8 members. They're just gonna hold W and scream at the bad guys. I mean, you know, Kondo was the exception, staying alive there somehow, with that direwolf.
Got that much damage out after having his leg chopped
Well,
off. I think chopped off. I'm not even
yeah,
sure.
he did get legged, and honestly, I think a big part of that was he was running mask and probably overclocked his mask a bit. So.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Could
Anyway,
be right.
thank you everyone for joining. That will we draw this to a close. We have been streaming for 2 hours and 17 minutes. So Ash, any final words?
No, look, I'm spent, mate. I'm done. I've had a big night casting. I hope all you guys out there have had fun tonight. And yeah, this 100 drop thing was pretty fun. Maybe we'll do a different weight class or something next time we cast. Maybe see what happens.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out. So yeah, once again, everyone, just thank you so much for watching. A big shout out, of course, to our 2 teams. Big shout out to Live. Live is running this league. He's on the real sets. He's actually been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Even tonight, with the second spec cam himself. Doing the MC giveaways, all that sort of stuff. So huge props to Ash and Live, but also to our 2 teams. We had 1 BTC, we had Bears Brawlers in here, and of course a heap of viewers. So if you have any other feedback or comments on what we can do better, what we can improve, please let us know, and we'll try to keep improving AP comp scene coverage. That's all I have. We'll see you guys around. There's a few big matches coming up. There's the 228 Bowl is coming up. I don't know if that one's been shoutcasted because I'm playing in that. But 228 Bowl is happening on Sunday night. That is the 2 228 teams in AP Pool A going at it for the first time. So that's going to be exciting. And of course, JGX against Inner Spud Wrecking Crew, which is Ash's team, as well.
We're
So
up on Sunday night, I think. So
same time.
yeah,
It's
what's gonna happen there?
yeah, we're actually playing.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yep.
Yeah, basically at the same time. So I don't know if there's gonna be much coverage because Ash is playing one game, I'm playing another game, and we'll see how we go.
We record them or something and we
Well,
do a post
yeah,
one or something like that.
maybe we get some recording happening, and then we can shoutcast our own matches.
Yeah, we'll do that.
we'll work something out, guys. So anyway, that's all I have. I'm just gonna leave the standings run for a bit. See you guys around.